Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, good evening. It is Thursday. It is 4th of September, and we are live again. Hello, hello. Very nice to have you guys here. Thank you for coming. For those who are there, for those who and obviously it is always nice having you guys here and having you guys coming in. It's Friday, guys. It's Friday. That means that we are going to have Friday tomorrow. So Friday is around the corner. It's not Friday now, obviously, but it's around the corner. It's just about to come. So let's get some pre-Friday vibes, if you will. And then going to have some good times and going to have some good vibrations, even better, or even better ones tomorrow, so that we can enjoy a hopefully nice weekend, maybe together, because tomorrow we're going to have a live session at 11 p.m. with a decent live session with a DJ set that I didn't do for like 2 weeks, and therefore looking forward to that as well. It's been a minute since I did that, and yeah, it is great thing to see you guys coming back. Always a pleasure to have you guys in here. Hi, Marcos. Good evening. Totally Social with Lorna is in the building. Hello, my darling. And obviously, people are fainting sometimes. It is how it is. What can we do? And therefore, nice to see you. Hope everything is nice. Hope you're having a good day, good evening, wherever you guys are. And today we're gonna have a little open microphone session later on in a little while, and we're going to have a little insights also on one of the most, for me, adored DJs in the world, DJs and producers, record label owner, co-owner, so to speak, and going to have a little chat on that one, so that you also can have some alternative great music to also to the stuff that I always play. A true gospel house legend, and we have Agatha Chow in the building. Hello, my dear. We have Kanini Kanini is in the building. Hello, my darling, from the Kisi Diocese. How are you doing, my dear? Very nice to have you, and thank you so much for coming, which is highly appreciated. And yeah, so today we're going to have Thursdays, as you know, from a certain point on, I will open the microphone to each and every one of you. And it is always nice to have interactions with you verbally as well. Most of you guys I have not spoken to in a one-on-one. So, I mean, really like real time. Agatha was up here already. Jobba was up here already. Several other people were up here already. And yeah, I mean, we got a packed week anyway. We got a packed program for the rest of the week. So tomorrow night at 11 German time, which is like midnight Kenya, 10 p.m. Nigeria, 9 p.m. Ghana, and I believe 10 p.m. Uganda, I will be playing a house session for the weekend start, so to speak. Saturday, I will be preparing a couple of things. I'm working on new material to be released in 2 weeks on Spotify and all the other music platforms, and working on an album actually at the moment, parallel to single releases. So I hope that for Christmas I will have a decent album coming up, and therefore looking forward to that as well. And also, yeah, well, it's always music related, and always also we're in big preparations for the big monetization party of Talata for a second channel, which will be happening next week, Saturday. And I hope you guys are all coming. I'll do some, there is a post already. The channel is called Vibe with Talata. I got to post that later on. And Talata will most likely pop up here later on as well, so that we can actually have a little update on that, so that she is aware, that everyone is aware what's going to happen there. I have the very honor to co-host the whole thing. This is not supposed to happen. So let me put this in the proper order here. Jesus, that is when you have 500 kilometers of cable. Sorry for that. My mistake. My bad. So I hope you don't feel seasick now after the interrupted thing. So yeah. So we're gonna have Talata's party next week. So we're already preparing that big time. Other than that, obviously music is going on. I'm going to speak a little bit today about the very mighty DJ Spen of Quantize Recordings from good old USA. I'm going to give you some little insights on that, on this guy who I really think is the god of gospel house, or at least one of the gods of gospel house music. And I really adore that guy, his work very much. He's really, really good. I would say one of the best, one of the top 3 in the business when it comes to house music in general, but also especially when it comes to the very of me adored gospel house. So I had the very pleasure to see his live session past Sunday, which was awesome. And yeah, I'm going to go deeper into that in a bit. So we just started. It's just, we are just 6.5 minutes in the thing today. Priscilla, my darling. Hello, my dear. Happy Vibes Friday, as I always say. Nice to have you, and thank you so much for coming. Appreciating that. And yeah, so guys, if you all think, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Thank you so much. Jerry Mohia is a new member. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being in the building. And Upala, and thank you for showing the appreciation by doing a membership, which is highly appreciated indeed. And now I can lean back and relax. This is good. All right. So so we have Jerry Mohia as a newest member. Thank you so much indeed. Yeah, I know why you guys do that. You always do want to play with these funny letters and things that I put there in the member area. So happy to do so as well again. And I'm going to update that as soon as there's a chance. There have also always be a certain amount of members, and therefore it is an obvious thing to a certain amount of members that I can actually revert. Let's start with something for me very convenient. Just to give you insight on what by the last 3 weeks since I'm actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little insight on this evening on how this looks like from the artist perspective, the so-called artist perspective. Yeah, I'm an artist now, believe it or not. I'm an officially licensed artist now on Spotify and Amazon Music and YouTube Music and what else do we have? Oh, all these other platforms that they are existing. And obviously, I'm not getting rich with that because I'm not DJ Spen. I wish I was, but he has got all the skills, and he's doing that for a couple of days longer than I do, obviously. And so there's no, and I'm not jealous or something. He's a god, matter of fact. But yeah, our artist, whoop whoop. So I'm so as an artist, guys, I'm so poor. I have to say, I don't even have the money for a pen to write autographs. Can you believe it? So I don't take myself too serious on that at all. It's just nice to have those things on those streaming platforms, and it is nice to be there and see my name up there. That is nice for the ego, but you definitely don't get rich with that at all, and therefore, yeah, it is more for having a broader audience. If there's anyone listening, that is nice, and everything else, it is how it is. So look who is here. Krishna Co-Creation is in the building. Namaste, my darling. Hello, my friend. Oh, Winston. Winston is in the building. Winston, you know what I was thinking? Well, you know what I was thinking? Due to obvious reasons, you should actually rename from Winston's Chronicles to Winston's Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obvious reasons, you should really consider doing that because you are the crown, whatever, emperor of the world, if you will. And I know you want to come up here today, so I got to open the microphone in a bit. But first, I do a little program here. So just saying that you should really do Winston's Chronicles. I think that would be, everyone would understand the first. You wouldn't even have to explain it. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even have to explain it. That would be the best part, most likely. So let me just do something really quick here. So, okay. So that is what I think you should do. Winston's Chronicles. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Emperor of the Crowns is in the building. Mr. Winston's Chronicles. Ladies and gentlemen, please bow. Please go on your knees. Please pray. Please donate him all your money, because he says he's owning all the world, so he needs money to maintain the world. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you go to his live stream, just donate the red one. Donate the red one. Just do that. So that is what you do. In the Middle Age, otherwise you didn't. They would have beheading you. So now we can do something without beheading. But give him all your money, just so that he can do his bar and everything. And no. This has nothing to do with the 1, 2, 3 quick. That is JD's job. That is her job. No. Winston is always getting the crowns of every channel where he is, and therefore I thought instead of Winston's Chronicles, he should maybe call himself Winston's Chronicles. For the crown thing, so that he doesn't always have to go to Burger King to get this paper thing because it's too cheap. You know what I'm saying? He needs the golden thing. He needs the real thing. He needs the real crown. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you here, sir. Always nice to have you around. And for all those who think that me and Winston have a beef, no, obviously not. I had the pleasure being on his channel recently, and it was fun. I really have to say, it was a great time. And I know he will be coming up later when I do when I'm opening the microphone. So looking forward to that as well, indeed. So I want to start a little bit to talk about a person who I really, really, really adore for many years already. His work is, I would really say, almost unique. And I had the very pleasure to watch his live session past Sunday morning his time. So he does it so I call it the church service of DJ Spen. And that is actually the gentleman I would like to talk to you a little bit about today. Just give you some brief insights and why I like this guy so much. So DJ Spen is from the United States, and he is a distinguished artist, not only on the turntables, and he does it for a very long time. Coming to that in a minute. So he is a very gifted artist in the gospel house scene, and in my opinion, he's the GOAT, right? There were others in the past, there will be others coming, but in my opinion, he's the GOAT. The way that he actually creates a musical story, if you will, and the way that he actually is able to really do men fishing without talking, just doing music, doing wonderful, great sets, and doing an extraordinary, wonderful, deep-going house session every time when he does it. It is insane in the most positive way, if I may say so. It is super insane. That guy is, for me, the reason to still be, so interested in the music, and to be interested in trying to, kind of to prepare a track or two in that direction in the first place. Though, again, DJ Spen is not only a DJ, he is a brilliant producer as well, and also he is the original writer, actually, or one of the writer of the very track that is called "Girl, You Know It's True." The older ones of us will remember it. It was a big hit from Willy Vanilli, but it was stolen, obviously. So he was one of the producers and writers of that. Can you believe it? DJ Spen. And also, I mean, at the end of the day, he was a great, and still is, well booked on big occasions as well as smaller gigs, but he gives everything. He leaves his heart at the turntable at the venue where he's currently playing. Matter of fact. So I've not seen him personally, unfortunately, yet because I never had a chance. But a couple of, I don't think like 2 months ago or something, I wrote him like a kind of a fan email on Instagram, like, "Hey, I'm a big fan of your work, and I really appreciate that." And he even wrote back. Can you believe it? I mean, he is a major star, and he wrote back to this little guy like me, and big moment for me, to be honest. But I don't take those things for granted, because usually the major stars, they don't have time to answer those unknown people like I am. So therefore, it was a great moment for me to have this tiny little Instagram message in my inbox a couple of weeks later, a couple of days later. And the good thing is that he still is on the road. So just a quick some insights. So that gentleman is 3 years older than I am. So we are literally the same age, and he is insanely good on the turntables, and he started with 13. Can you believe it? He was 13 years old when he started to DJ. And he is on the road now for way over 40 years. It is insane. In the most positive way, if I may add, because these days, when you see a couple of DJs coming and going from the younger ones, in the end of the day, it is not the most common thing that they stay forever, because they do their jobs, they do their firework parties. If they're lucky, they get to play at Tomorrowland or something, and then they're gone. As a matter of fact, after let's say roughly 5 years. Though those from the, let's say, older generation, without being disrespectful whatsoever, like DJ Spen and many others, obviously, but DJ Spen in the gospel house scene is, for me, is the GOAT. However, Spen is for me the example and the I would say the reason why I'm so much into this kind of music, and why I would love to be able to produce a track at least 10% as good as the stuff that he does, and to at least maybe one day having the honor that maybe in one of the sessions that he plays it. But to be honest, gospel house, I thought it was easy. You do some hallelujahs and you do some wonderful, some Hammond organ and stuff like that, and some beats, and that's it. And that I've realized, no, it sounds easy when you listen to it, and that is what I envy those artists for. They make it sound so easy, which it is not. Matter of fact, it is not easy at all. Because I've realized, I've tried a couple of times to get a gospel track, something similar to that, produced, and I've just started like 2.5, 3 months ago to do that in the first place. But I've realized it is so brutally hard to get a track sorted out where vocals are included, even as a loop, right? Repetitive music, as house music is, but having it with a melodic sound, having it with harmonies that match together in a story that you can tell between 6.5 and 8 minutes is brutal. It's really brutal to find something where you can actually get the chorus, a single voice that match together within a track. It is brutal. And I'm not meaning it in a bad way. Don't get me wrong. It is okay. Let me rephrase it. It's really challenging. Now, Spen and all those legends that he is in the generation with, he just makes it sound so easy. Also, when he does his DJ sets, and for that, I have to admit, I envy him a little bit. I would also like to make it look a little easier, but then again, I have to admit also, I do not envy him for the skills that he has, because they're unique and they're unreachable for me. I really have to say, and I'm really glad that he is there, that he is around. He is a big influencer, music-wise, in my life, matter of fact. And I just wanted to say, guys, I got to pin a link here, real quick, from the. No, actually, I'm going to do it different. I'm going to pin a link here on the chat from the channel of Quantize Recordings so that you get a chance to subscribe there. Let me just get that done. Quantize Recordings so that you can let me just write that properly, otherwise I might get a kick in my butt. So that is the link to the channel of Quantize Recordings and DJ Spen. And if you go to live there are quite some sessions that he has played live on Sundays. It's a very reasonable time for us here in the African and Middle European area, because it's just afternoon. So it's like late morning for him. And by the way, I'm not getting paid for this or anything, just that you guys know. I'm just a big fan. And so if you look through those, those stories and what they're doing and what he plays, it is awesome, I really have to say. And if there's one artist I would really one day like to play along with in a set or something before I pass, that would be definitely DJ Spen. And that would be most likely like for a priest, it is the biggest to get Pope. For a politician, it's most likely the biggest thing to get minister, president, or whatever it's called, MP, or president of the country or something. For me, the highest honor would most likely be if one day I get a little phone call and someone says, "Yo, want to play with DJ Spen for an hour or something?" I would travel anywhere and everywhere to do that. Trust me, I would walk over the water all the way to the United States without any problem whatsoever. These are the moments. That is when Father Ragus becomes a fan again. Just a little tiny fan, the groupie, and that he does great things. And my strong recommendation would be to have a look on the channel. It's really, really great music. And on YouTube, it's for free. You can listen to it at any time. He does regular live sessions, I believe, every Sunday at 11 a.m. Local time over there. And he is doing that for 2 hours, 2 consecutive hours. And you see his studio there and everything, and it's awesome. I just want to give you a quick glimpse, so to speak, on how this looks like, so that you can compare the stuff that I have versus that he has. And let me just share my screen real quick so that you guys can see what I'm talking about, and why you might think, what the hell, who is that, what is he talking about? Well, so for those who are just coming, and I'm going to greet you in a minute, just give me a second. So this is DJ Spen. So this is the one who I'm talking about. Let me just see if I can get this bigger. Well, yes, I can, most likely. So this is DJ Spen, and this is from the live session that he did last Sunday. Obviously, I cannot play it here with sound, copyright things, as you know, but this is him. But also, the cool thing is that his channel, Quantize Recordings, as you see here, there's a lot of stuff going on, and they have videos on there, obviously, from tracks or interviews or sessions that someone did, or singles. That they have a lot of great artists in their portfolio, obviously. But also, as you see here, there's a lot of live sessions that he plays, all around between 2 and 4 hours, something like that. He has a great equipment, I have to say. For that, I envy him a little bit. But no, he's really, really good, and he's really playing great stuff there. So if you ever want to have a wonderful Sunday afternoon in the Western world, in the more Eastern world comparing to the United States, like Africa, Europe, that is a place to be, to chill out, dance, have a good time, and all these funny things. And that is my strong recommendation, to have a look on DJ Spen. And sorry if I bored you with that. I hope I didn't, but I'm just a big fan, and I really like this guy. He's awesome. That's just what I have to say. And he is what can I say? He is a big example for many people who are DJing these days and who are doing all these things. trying to produce a track or two here and there that makes sense to more than one person. And this actually keeps me going because, yeah, for me personally, as I said, he's the GOAT. He's the one for me that is, he doesn't even know that most likely, but he's the spiritual leader of me trying to create a gospel track, at least one that makes sense from the beginning to the end. And still trying to experiment with that, but it is not easy. As I said, gospel house sounds easy when you listen to it, but it definitely is not. So let me say hello real quick to all these wonderful people who just came to the chat. Nate Chovy is in the building. Hello, Fav. We have Bortomelo I saw in the building. Hello, my darling. Hello, my dear. We have Kanini. I said hello already. Winston is still there, and he doesn't have a crown. Winston. Really? What's wrong with you, bro? Jesus. Still no crown? Or did you give up already? You're just here for a few minutes. All right. So that was just a little bit of insights from my personal perspective of DJ Spen and Quantize recordings, and then people are that just that you know what I'm doing for what I'm adoring when I'm not online, and what is my example, who I try to get some energy from, and it is for me really energizing to just listen to his music, and it is awesome. I have to say, I really have to say. So if you want to listen to a real professional, long-time artist, he's on the road for like almost 4 decades. Listen to that guy. It is awesome. Just saying, you know, the link to the channel is pinned up there. Feel free to subscribe there. I'm very sure he's happy. You can also write there in the chat during the live streams, as you can do when I do this. And he's really good, and he's really worth to listen to. All his mixes, they make sense, right? I mean, obviously, I try to make a little nice, let's say, bouquet of sounds when I do my live sessions, but obviously, I'm far from someone like DJ Spen because, in my opinion, again, I know I'm repeating myself. It's like a house track, it's like a loop, like a verbal house loop. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Maybe I'll do a dedication track on DJ Spen one day. Let's see what's going to happen. But he's really awesome. And I think that if there would ever be a shrine for a DJ ever to be done, it should be for him. And people would go there praying, lighting candles. I think I jokingly wrote on his live stream on Sunday, and he even replied to it kind of on Facebook. I was writing something like, wait a second, let me have a look. I just don't want to misspell it, but I meant everything actually, because again, great guy. And let me see, what did I write? He even saw it and kind of reacted to it. So let me just see real quick what I have written there. Mr. DJ Spen. And I was like, whoops, wow, DJ Spen. So my comment on his live session, that was also broadcasted on Facebook, by the way, my comment was, I'm sending greetings from Munich, Germany to the holiest of all dioceses, the Spen Church. So, because he did a great job on this session particularly. So I really have to say, awesome stuff. So if I ever have a chance, if anyone knows DJ Spen personally, and you know, you can tell him, you know, I know this Ragus guy. He's obsessed, so to speak. So yeah, I am in a most positive way. Obviously, he's again for me the GOAT when it comes to how to especially gospel house music. Awesome, unbeatable, unbeaten, whatever. Unfortunately, sometimes a bit underrated when it comes to press and stuff, but comparing to others. But I really have to say, for me, he is the GOAT. That's all I can say. I'm a big fan of his work, and I'm a huge admirer of his music. And no one, in my opinion, has ever reached him by the quality of the music that he plays, that he produces, that he brings on the market with other artists on Quantize. And wow, I can say if I could just shake his hand one day, that would most likely I'll be becoming the little boy again, asking for an autograph from a football player or something. That would be a very good comparison, I guess. Right, that was a little longer than planned on DJ Spen and Quantize Records, and I hope you guys don't mind, but music is my life, as you guys all know by now. And why not also cherishing the work of one of the major artists that are very, very good in the industry. He never had a scandal. He does everything by himself, a lot of things by himself. Obviously, with a record company or with a record label, you have a team and everything, but he does it great, and very humble gentleman, and very, very modest, and he never shows off something like that. He's always very humble, very modest, very, very down to earth. You see that when he plays. He's not one of these show-off DJs. Oh yeah, give me a firework or something like that. No. He's not like that. He's really a great, great artist in the most positive and best way whatsoever available. But also, he's a sensational, great artist at the same time. But he doesn't show off like, I'm Spen, I'm the best, kiss my ring or whatever. No, he doesn't do that. He doesn't need that. And he's very friendly to his fans and very friendly to the audience always, also on his live streams. He greets a lot of people whilst playing. You guys know that if I DJ, I never use the microphone because I really want to focus on the music. But that guy is very, very, very down to earth, very friendly, very, very humble. He knows where he comes from. And all I can say, guys, and I know the work behind those things. Now I try to understand those things. So we have this saying in Germany. He danced all his life on several wedding parties at the same time. It's a saying in Germany, when you're like multitasking like there's no tomorrow, when you do 10,000 things at the same time and getting successful with it. So you don't get that because you're lazy. Obviously, he's a hardworking man, and I've just realized one thing. He is very often playing in Europe. On Ibiza and all these places, and everyone says, oh yeah, you go to the posh places and all that stuff. Well, let me tell you how this most likely will look like when Span is on the way. So he has to go to some airport in the States, flying over to Europe, which is like, depending where he goes, between 8 and 12 hours flight just for one way, right? Then obviously he's not there to do vacation. He's there to work, right? People go to the clubs, they party, they have vacation, they enjoy the summer, and they want to have some good house music, they want to have some drinks and all that stuff. And then he has to go there from the airport. If he's lucky, he gets there at a certain time in the morning or something, gets some sleep, and then he's off to the club. And then he plays there for hours and hours and hours. And but obviously people pay a lot of money for tickets these days, because with records, obviously, you don't earn money anymore. So, guys, if you have any idea where I can play a world tour, let me know. Then I can earn 2 or 3 euros or something a year, But without joking, so he plays in a club, plays another club, maybe in 2 or 3 countries, and it always looks so posh. Yeah, he is in Ibiza, he is in Italy, he's here, he's there. Yeah, but it's work, guys, it's work. For him, it's a business trip, and most likely he has some time to eat something, but what does he do? Hotel, club, restaurant, travel to the next place, hotel, club, restaurant, travel to the next place, and so on and so on and so on. And it was like, it can be very stressy. Being honest, it can be very stressy. So anyway, that was it on DJ Spen. And again, I always get a bit taken away when I speak about him, because again, he's my hero in regards of music and everything. So yeah, that's just saying. So there's a couple of things coming up before I open the microphone. I just want to let you guys know. Next week, Saturday, on the 13th of September, we have a monetization party coming up, guys. We have a monetization party coming up from Talata, and I have the very honor to be the co-host on that very party. and it's a bit weird for me, to be honest, doing that, because not in a bad way, however, but Talata's monetization party. Whoops, link. There we go. I'm gonna pin that. So next week on Saturday at 4:30 GMT, 6:30 German CET, 7:30 Kenya, 5:30 Nigeria, most likely also 5:30 Uganda, like lunchtime ish in the States and Canada. We're gonna have Talata's Talat. No, I got to be the co-host. Actually, I have the honor to be the co-host of Talata's monetization party on Saturday, and we're already preparing a lot for that in the background. I've just pinned the link, and it would be really sweet of you if you guys hit the bell signal thing on that link, so that you don't miss it. So it's my first time as a co-host, as an MC, whatever you want to call it. We have already started massively to prepare a lot of things for that, and I believe it's going to be fun, kind of, and we have already prepared, we have settled everything by scheduling, so that is a channel that you guys see, and the monetization party. Let me actually put the link of the monetization party, because that's better. Bear with me. Let us party. There you go. Whoops, I got to pin that instead, because that makes more sense, in my opinion. So, oh, that's interesting. Oh, I almost put myself on timeout. Can you believe it? So, replace pin message. There you go. All right. So there is the new link now. So that is directly the link to the monetization party next week, Saturday in the afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, wherever you guys are. It would be great if you come, so that you guys have a good time, so that so that we can enjoy that moment with Talata. And I know how that feels to enjoy the momentum. A couple of weeks ago, I had my own monetization party, which was great, and I have to say I'm still feeling thrilled with the momentum that I had with that day. Almost 8 hours, can you believe it? And I have to say again, kudos to Goga, who that day was like, I was rewatching the video recently, like just some parts of it, because I wanted to see a couple of things again. What I have to say, when I watched Goga in the beginning and when I watched Goga in the end, he did not look tired at all. I mean, we all know Goga and his energy that he has, right? Most likely because of the yoga things that he does. But I really have to say, I was really like, wow, that guy did not look any inch more tired than he was like almost 9 hours ago, 9 hours before, because we were in the chat and online way easier, obviously. But yeah, Kanini, if I time myself out, then I don't know, something is wrong with the world. Then I might have found something new in quantum physics or something. I don't know. I just want to say hello real quick to a couple of people who I just saw entered the building a while ago. God's FX, bro. Good to see you, man. Happy Vice Friday to you, my friend. And it's nice that you came back in. And Anna's Nation, my darling. Hello, my dear. How are you doing? Today I'm on well behavior. Believe it or not, I did not use any curse word yet. Can you believe it? And it's almost Friday. Auntie Hannah is in the building. Hello, my dear. I hope you're doing well, at least better. Huh? What's up with you, darling? What's new? And all these wonderful people that are here in the chat, also in the bushes. Welcome for those who are not too eager to write. And yeah, it would be great if you guys, again, go to the pin and hit the bell button, so that you guys understand there's a party going on, guys. There's a party going on, and it's going to be fun. We're going to have a little program. We have most likely lots of speakers coming up there, having a good time. And obviously, and that also applies to my channel. When you go to Talata's channel, don't forget the dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? Dollar sign, thing there, a thing with a dollar. Just hit it, and there's no more to say. Anyway, so that is next week, Saturday at 3 p.m. Now, I've promised you something in the beginning, so I would like to give you a little insight on how my world looks like when it comes to Spotify. So, obviously, let me just do something really quick here so that you can see the comparison. So, Spotify, web player, there we go. Then we go to my profile first, and then I gotta let you have a look. So, when because I'm on Spotify now literally 3 weeks, and I thought I would just give you a quick insight on how this actually works and how it looks like, right? And by the way, for the weekend, I've planned a tutorial or like an inside behind the scene video, how it actually works with the distribution of music. There was a lot I had to learn, and there was a lot I had to figure out before I decided which platform I'm actually going to use. And I found the best one, in my opinion. But I come to that in a special video that I got to do most likely for Sunday. So let me pop that screen up here real quick. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm just going to take myself off here so that you can focus. No, why is that not working? Ah, there we go. Okay. So this is my very little unimportant, well, for me it is important, my little Spotify channel, right? And let me try this, if this works. No. Oh, Jesus. All right, let me go back there. All right, so this is my Spotify channel. That is how it looks like from the perspective of the so-called consumers like you, if you have ever been there already. So this is my Spotify channel. All the tracks are there. By the way, this sign here on the top left where my cursor is right now. So it's in German. I have to change it to English, obviously, but it says I'm a verified artist. So that means Spotify has acknowledged that I do all the music by myself, that it is all licensed, that everything comes up there with a distributor, and that everything is actually there on as it should be. So they recognize that with this little button here with a verified artist, right? So having said that, obviously you have these little canvas that I did for that. So this is the way that you see it on from the perspective of the viewer, listener, whatever, however you want to call it, right? So this is that. So my world behind the scenes looks like this, and this is actually let me just that you see some insights. This is okay. No one is listening now. Thank you for that. So this is Resonance Field. This is on. This was available on YouTube like 10 days before release. You all know the track most likely already. And this is now online for 2 days. And let me see, did it have any views? Not too many, most likely. I'll come to that in a minute. So this is the home thing. This is how it looks like when I start my artist page on Spotify. Then obviously you have the music. There you see a little more. How many streams did the tracks have? You see, there you go. Elephant Race had 21. Agatha, you only listened 21 times? I cannot believe it. And then we have all the other tracks that you most likely already know from YouTube. And these are the tracks that are already released, so to speak. And then audience, campaigns, and then merch that I can sell, video and visuals that I can create, that I have created. Those ones that you already know. Just that you have a little insight. So this is my artist profile. This is my profile on Spotify. And this is then the artist profile where I can do a couple of things, see the statistics and all that. As you see, 19 followers is not too bad for like roughly 3 weeks or so, 2.5 weeks or something. For a total unknown artist, I have to say is not too bad. Streams are okay, 243 so far. It's not too bad. So it's like the beginning. So this one actually went very well, 60 streams so far. So that means 60 times someone, whoever, has listened to it and has done it. So this is just for you that you see sorry for that you see what's going on behind the scene a little bit, you see, so that you also understand there's a couple of things. And I'm going to do a video on the insights on how the distribution works and what I have to do there, and all these funny things. By the way, hello to Nonny. Nonny is in the building. I've seen, unless it is a ninja who I don't know, but I believe I have seen Nonny the very first time this morning before I went to work on Kanini's channel. So Nonny, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. Highly appreciating it. My dear sister from Wadi is in the building. The AA Empire is there. Hello, my darling. How are you doing? Happy Vice Friday to you. You see, good. You came to the right place. I have to say, you came to the right place, and very nice that you are here. Thank you so much for coming, Nonny. Now you can officially misbehave. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you pretended to be a good girl this morning at Kanini's channel, but nobody believed you in the first place. So now you can just relax, kick back, do the nasty thing, and all that funny things. So just that you know, Special K is in the building. Hello, my darling. How are you doing? Very nice to have you here. Thank you so much for coming, and really good to see you here. Why not Joseph? Jesus, I always get it wrong with the name. I'm so sorry. Joseph Ambura is in the building. Hello, my friend. Good day. Vision Wise with Dr. Stella. Hello, my darling. I cannot believe that you're here. Ooh. Well, I'm just wondering, where did I see you the first time? I believe, was it with Lisa Style? Or am I totally mixing it up? I think it was with Lisa Style channel, right? That I saw you there somewhere, or that we met there somewhere. Just recently, kind of. And let me give you the jacket anyway, so that you can also connect to the others a lot easier. Guys, if you haven't connected to each other, we have quite some new faces here tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Please do so. I'll give you the jacket so that you can do that a lot easier, and that you can actually connect to each other's channel. I think it is essential for everyone who is actually looking for connections, or getting some watch hours, or visiting each other a little easier, subscribe to each other. Feel free to do that, guys, and also to make sure that you guys are always supporting each other. Because of that, I'm monetized. That's the only reason. Without all that support, it would have never happened, most likely, as a matter of fact. So just a quick organizational thing. So tomorrow night at 11 p.m. German time, which is, I believe, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. It should be midnight Kenya, 10 p.m. Nigeria, 9 p.m. Ghana, and I believe 10 p.m. Uganda. I will do a live session on house music. I've been asked quite sometimes, Ragus, you did not play for a long time. Ragus, that is not good. That is not good. And I was like, okay, relax, guys, relax. I'm gonna come. And yeah. So I'm gonna play tomorrow night at 11 p.m. German time. Gonna do a nice. It's gonna be a live session, and we're gonna have a good time. Hopefully, I'm gonna play some nice house tracks that I've just discovered, and maybe, but I'm not sure. But maybe I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm working on a solution. People wanted to hear a mix of all my tracks. That will most likely happen, but I will have most likely. I'm going to produce something like that. Let's see. I have to see which tracks are fitting together. I don't want to put all the tracks in one mix, because that would be not the best idea, but most likely I'm going to do some melodic house, whatever session that with the tracks that match it, maybe like an hour or something. And then I will upload it at the distribution platform first, to have it at YouTube Music and all those other platforms as well, but also having it also here on YouTube, obviously, so that you guys have some more newer music of me compared, more compact in a mix of an hour or something like that. And yeah, that is a matter of fact as well. So that is all going on behind the scenes. Matter of fact, busy days. And if you remember, I had some questions last week. Ragus, Ragus, did you give up on YouTube? Did you give up on live streaming? Are you not doing that anymore? And I was like, why are you guys asking? Why? What did I do wrong? And they were like, yeah, but because you have not been live, nobody saw you. We were thinking that you were hiding in the bushes or not coming back on the streets again. And I was like, guys, it's not that I'm lazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm lazy. It's not that I sit here on my golden balcony or something, waiting for the golden sun to shine on my luxurious body. No, I was really very busy with work in the first place, obviously, and then I also had to produce music. This thing with the algorithms do not only count for YouTube. They also count for Spotify and all these music platforms. If I now wouldn't do anything for 2 weeks, my algorithms down the drain. And it is then very hard to get back because all the streaming platforms, if it is YouTube, if it is Spotify, Amazon Music, or whatever, they only kind of recognize you if you regularly do something like content. If people are coming to the streams and all that stuff, only then you kind of get recognized. But guys, I can tell you something. In a couple of days, I'll be awkwardly rich. Because for every stream that I get on Spotify, but only under certain circumstances, then I get paid. I have a little payout. And all right, just to give you a little hint, here's how it works. If one of you guys decides to go to my Spotify and listens to one of my tracks, then I get, careful guys, lean back. And I mean, really, lean back. You will not believe what you're hearing now. You will not believe it. This is insane. And it's an insane amount of money I'm talking about now. Absolutely insane. For every stream that I get on Spotify that you guys play or anyone plays fully, I get zero. Careful. Listen careful. Ears open. I get 0.003 cents. Not euros, cents. Not 0.003 euros. No. 0.003 cents. So if I want to make money, then, or if I want to have €1, what is it, 39 or something? I would need 1,000 people. Yeah, Sandy. Now you can ask for Azao. Now you can ask Azao. That would be the poorest Azao you will ever get. No, on a serious note, so if I want to have €1.39 or something, in theory, then I would need 1,000 people or 1,000 times one track to be played. I'm talking about one track, but within 28 days. So it is not enough if, for instance, Sandy, now that she wants to meet this rich white guy, 0.003 cents. Hallelujah. No. So if Sandy wants to meet the rich white guy, Sandy actually has to live on my Spotify 24/7, 7 days a week, 31 days a month, 365 days a year, and in the nights as well. Yeah, flyers is the thing. No, flyers is out, bro. Nobody takes flyers home anymore. They end up in the trash. You know how much they cost? Flyer alarm. 4,000 flyers, I don't know, €50 or something. €50 doesn't sound much, but no. I don't. No, Oktoberfest, I got to do Oktoberfest content actually. So that means I'm going to be on the Oktoberfest, starting the week after next. And literally in 2 weeks and 2 days, actually, we're going to have the Insanity Munich again. So I got to do content there, and I got to do a nice video there. So I gave you a glimpse already on Monday to show you how it looks like when they build it up. It's almost all done. Now the carousels are coming and all that. But I got to give you content from there, and I'm going to give you some insights on how this all looks like and how it works. I'm going to do a nice video of that, maybe like half hour or something. and then I'm going to do a nice premiere of that. I didn't do a premiere for a long time. I'm just realizing that. Uh, Eddie, my bro, welcome home, my brother. Welcome home to the beans and the rice paradise of yours, my friend. You were waiting for that for such a long time. So happy that you made it back home, and I hope that you have reached your final destination by now, and that now you are feeling better with all the beans in your stomach, natural food, you know, no desert heat anymore, but having your people with your own language around you and everything. Good to have you home, man, and welcome back. But I'm obviously not there, but I know how it is to come home from living abroad for a while. Done that quite some times in my life, so happy to have you back, bro, and welcome to your own home. So now you can actually does tell her does no sorry does Mary actually know that you're back home? Wasn't it supposed that you two are getting married the first day at the airport already or something? Or were you kind of waiting until the other 25 potential wives are coming? I'm not 100% sure about that anymore. BG Love is in the building. Hello, good evening. Happy Vice Friday to you. Good to see you. It's very good to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. Always appreciate people when they already have the blue jacket when they come, because that means they've been here before and they've decided to come back. And I don't take that for granted. We all know the YouTube world is huge, and we all know there's more than one or two channels on this platform. I get complaints all the time. Ragus, why don't you come to my channel anymore? Ragus, don't you like me anymore? Ragus, where are you? And I know how it is, and I'm really feeling sometimes so deeply sorry for that, because at least that I don't act in the chat, because I can tell you something, guys. You know how it is. Once you start, you're in, right? And then you don't go after 2 minutes. So I very often watch from the bushes, and I very, very often love watch from the bushes behind the trees, doing the stalker thing, like when Agatha is throwing bananas out the window so that the elephants, keep away from the house. That is what I'm watching, that kind of stuff. So, and Agatha, by the way, very nice to have you back in the streets regularly, my darling. Hope that you're doing well. And shout out to you, Jerry Mohia. Thank you again. Thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate it. I'm really appreciating that as well. That is what I wanted to say. And it is really great. And Cook with Sandy is in the building. Now, I have to say, I know it is. She's also brutally busy, so she cannot always make it here. But I really have to say that I do appreciate that indeed, that whenever I see her, when I'm in her channel or when she's visiting me. And guys, good piece of advice. If you want to learn how to get rid of the trolls without having too many moderators, I have the very honor to wear a blue jacket there now when I go to Sandy's channel. But I think, how many moderators do you have, Sandy? Like 2 or 3, me included? Not many, right? But if you ever want to see, so there are 2 great examples to get rid of trolls, but without banning them or something. That would be Cook with Sandy and Totally Social with Lorna from Uganda. Very, very good friend of mine. Guys, go to their channels, subscribe to Cook with Sandy. She's here right now. And watch when she's live, see what she's doing. See what she has. No, I did not drink. Just saying what she's doing with the trolls, what other people do with the trolls. I love mocking them, to be honest. Unfortunately, I don't get too many of them. Yesterday, I was in Lisa's style channel. She's from Canada, and she's working hard on her watch hours. I'm gonna pin the channel here in a minute. So I was there, and I was, well, what can I say, And I was there, and I was really surprised. I mean, she is a great-looking woman and everything, and she's doing very great on her watch hours right now. But she hardly has any trolls, and I was like, "This is really a phenomenon." And I'm not meaning it in any bad way whatsoever. I was really surprised. I mean, obviously, people did some jokes, as you do. 1 or 2 persons asked, "Where are you from?" This kind of stuff that we all love so much. That Sandy loves the most, As I said to her once, it's not even too long ago. I said to Sandy once, said, Sandy, listen, the word that you use on your channel the most is most likely Nigeria. The word that Agatha, Nechovi, Unfiltered Maria is Kenya. And, it's totally social with Lorna. It's Uganda, obviously, because she's from there. And, I always like, and Cook with Sandy is like, hello, yeah, I'm from Nigeria. Hey, Ragus, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm from Nigeria. Hello, no, I don't do a 360. Hey, Ragus, hello, you and you. Hello, you and you. Nice to see you. Yes, I'm from Nigeria. Hello. Oh, yeah. Today we talk about cooking. Yes, I'm from Nigeria. Da, 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 da. This is going, and I was like, oh, really? Really? If it was allowed on YouTube, which it is not, most likely I would invent a channel where pumpkins are allowed. No, I'm not like that. Seriously, not. But, virtual thinking. Because, to be honest, I do have the highest, and I said that numerous times already on other occasions, but I do have the highest respect for those of you female channel hosts who do that all the time without shooting anyone. You know what I'm saying? It is like, hello, yeah, yes, I'm a very free. Yes, I'm from Nigeria. Yeah. No, I don't do a 360. Yes, my boobs are real. No, I don't have a boyfriend. No, I don't want to marry you. Send me a super chat. Well, that's what I do on Sandy's channel because she never asked for it. So I'm her super chat secretary, if you will. Telling them, hey, if you want to have a date with Sandy, why don't you send a 3-digit super chat first? I do that on Maria's chat. Why am I actually not doing? Guys, if you ever want to go on a date with me, send me a 3-digit super chat. You know what I'm saying? So now it's said once and for all. Now you know the rules. Now, on a serious note, um, I really always extremely astonished. Tonya Stark, my darling. Hello, my dear. Good evening. Happy Vice Friday, my darling. Thank you for coming. And I'm always so also the same with Anna's Nation. Like when was I there? Last week or something? And when I had a little break, I said hello and joked around a little bit. And I think I don't know how you see it. I don't want to put myself into the spotlight or something like that in this regards, but if I real Eddie, real, yes, they are real. No, no, forget about it, Eddie, eat your beans, do an alternative breathing, feel at home. Now you have a chance. But no, it's always like these wonderful this moments when I think when I really think, and this is really true, all you wonderful female channel hosts that I know here, and each and every one of you is a very special, wonderful person. Without me being a slime ball, I really wished to have that patience that to do this all over again without freaking out. I think if I did this session like Sandy does, and Sandy is not only online for 10 minutes, nor is Agatha, nor is Kalini, nor is any one of you guys, I would freak out after 2 seconds. I would be like, what did you just ask me? What did you just ask me? And why? That would be me. After the 3rd time, yes, I'm from Germany, Yes, I'm very friendly. Don't ask me that again. That would be most likely my reaction on all that. So, it is how it is. And then I see Sandy, and then I see all you wonderful people who have their own channels. And oh yeah, I'm from Nigeria, I'm from Kenya, I'm from wherever, I'm from Burkina Faso, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm from Nigeria. I just said that 10 seconds ago. Yes, I'm from Nigeria. 5 seconds ago. Yeah, Yeah, hi Ragus. Yeah, I'm from Nigeria. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about my marriage. No, no, no. You can send me a super chat, You don't have to ask for the priest. You don't have to do this. Yes, I'm from Nigeria. Jesus Christ. Sorry. You know what I'm saying, But Lord have mercy over myself. And it's like I really have to say, and this is really without any joke whatsoever, I envy you for that skill, ladies. I really do envy you for that skill. And it is not necessarily a normal thing to happen that this is. Why is this camera so weird? Standing so weird. No, I think it is not a standard that people are standing so calm by answering the same stuff again and again and again and again. It is like house music, like techno music. It is very repetitive. And I was even thinking, when I'm not so good with vocal stuff, maybe I'm gonna reach out to one of you guys that to create a track out of that, like repetitive talks together with repetitive music. I think it would sound very experimental in the first place. I would not even make this upload this to my distributor. I think I would just give it to all the chat, like a 30 second, like an answer machine. You know what I'm saying? In the old days, the older people will remember, like Winston, this old guy over there, and myself, and most likely everyone who had the good old phone landline phone at home back then. Most people had an answering machine. So maybe hey guys, what do you think? Okay, type a 1 in the chat if it is a good idea. Type a 2 in the chat if it is not. What if I create like a unique or like a unique answering machine thing, like a track of that with of 20 seconds or something that you can play in every now and then on your channel for free. I do that for free. I'm not taking any royalties for that. I'm not going to produce that. Type a 1 in the chat if you guys wanted to have that. And I'm going to try to get that done this weekend somehow. So Agatha did not have to type a 1 because she got the #1 crowns. But guys, if you want that, if you want me to do that, type a 1 in the chat, and I'll see what I can create, like for a 20-second short and sharp thing. Don't ask the same question. You know where I'm from. Send a super chat, something like that, with a little bit like beats below and stuff like that. I think I should really do that. I'm not on. Tell me what you guys think. So you can write in the chat. Be productive. Tell me something. Talk to me, guys. It's nice to see all the emojis, but I wanted to know your opinion. Seriously, should I do this? Should I create for you guys a 20-second answering machine thing for your chat, so that you don't have to use that? That you just play it when the people are asking again, like, don't ask the same questions, something like that. Let me think about it. Let me think about something. I think I might have an idea. I might reach out to one of you to speak something in or something, and then I'm going to create something around that. Let's see. Oh, wow. We are already, way over the hour. So before I open the microphone, the ritus, the rituals. It is the most unholiest moment that you will most likely ever see on YouTube from me, having the 1 hour plus cigarette. So, and after that, I'm going to open the microphone. So when I open the microphone on Thursdays, there is no special topic. We're going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. And you can advertise your channel. You can advertise a party coming up. You can talk about whatever. Oh, talking about party. There's another one. So on the 19th, let me just have a look real quick. I don't want to mess things up. So just let me have a real quick look. It is on the 19th. So next week I'll be totally on every dance floor on this very planet. So next week release on Monday, there will be a track coming out that you already have on your Eddie. Just tell her you met Messiah, and then she's quiet. Hello, and I'm just kidding. So so next week on Friday the 19th, I'll make sure that I'm going to find the link somewhere. It's going to be the birthday party of Wanga Lady. Yeah. So we all have to attend there as well to say hello and show appreciation and love, because obviously far away from home, and we're gonna make some rock and roll and party there and some fun and everything. Saturday is the monetization party of Talata from the link is still up there. I'm gonna take it a while. DIY. Whoa, haven't seen you in a minute, my friend. Good to see you, bro. Happy Vice Friday to you, man. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. So that would be next week, Saturday. Talata's Vibe with Talata's channel is going to be the monetization party. The Friday before that, we're going to start the weekend off with Wanga Lady with a birthday. I think she's getting international like an adult, so she can officially now have a beer, at least when she's back home. And yeah, to have a good time. So we should really appreciate that. I was asked if I can do a little greeting there and stuff like that. And I will obviously happily do so. Wanga Lady is together with someone else very, very busy to promote other people's channels as good as they possibly can. So she's sitting there many, many nights online and promoting channels, getting them the clicks, asking others to go there and support all that stuff. And so I think she deserves all the love from us as well, from our community. And therefore, let's go there and let's also. I will post everything on my wall in a while, and then you can actually see it. So again, Talata's birthday. So Friday we have Wanga Lady's birthday next week, Friday. So not tomorrow. Tomorrow in a week. Then we have Talata's party on Saturday, Sunday, and also don't forget, guys, Sunday. I believe it is this Sunday. Kanini, are you here? Kanini, my darling, are you still here? I believe you are on Goga's channel this coming Sunday, right? You're the Sunday special guest on Goga's channel. I believe it is this week Sunday. So, guys, don't miss out on that one. Kanini. Oh, and by the way, new official DJ. I have to say that made me cracking up. That made me cracking up so big time. I wasn't even aware about that, to be honest. I was told by Natejo that something is going on the channel of Kanini. I was like, what's going on? Kanini. So let me see. Kanini. So let me highlight that. Let me highlight that because that was so hilariously great. Guys, you know, I know a lot of people have laughed when I do my live sessions, and I always do this with one arm and, you know, do all these funny things and, you know, do this and that and that. But, yeah, and then, so I was now really. So what happens is, let me, guys, let me show you that. This is hilarious. So Kanini did a short with music of the World of Ragus, by the way, and I'm going to put that link. Let me put that link. Let me put that link. That is, guys, you have to watch that. You got to watch that, and it is awesome. It is awesome, funny, and Kanini short. There we go. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna pin that real quick. Guys, you're gonna watch. You gotta watch this. This is awesome. Kanini is kind of taking a laugh on me, but also taking a little laugh on herself at the same time. So you guys know how I always move when I do the DJ stuff, you know, when I do my live sessions, and therefore let's have a look on the perfect World of Ragus impersonation of Kanini, who did that just recently, and I was like, what? So I was told by Ned Chobby. So guys, you gotta be looking carefully. I'm not going to do that with any music, obviously, but you should have a look at this. Let me try to make this a little bigger, if it is possible. Can I? Yeah. All right, you guys, are you ready? Guys, you ready for this? Yeah, are you ready for this? Now look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Here you go. Whoops. There you go. she, she, she does, she does the same pose like I do. There you go. This is a this is a perfect impersonation of the unholy Ragus. I always do that with the arm as well. I know. I cannot shake my boom boom as sexy as she can, but obviously not. But yeah, crazy officer. I think for Canini, just for Canini, they should create a new episode of Police Academy. I think that would be the most hilarious film of Hollywood in a decade. And I really have to say this is awesome. But I also have to say thank you, Canini, without joking, that you have chosen music of the world of Ragus on that. Because if you look here, look here, there, look at that. Look at that. You know, it is like, yep, the World of Ragus Luminous Rush. That was the release from last week, and she has decided to use that. She could have used many other tracks, but she has decided to use my little unimportant track on getting that. And also that is a lot of support for myself. And Kanini, thank you so much indeed. I do appreciate that indeed. So yeah, that is guys, watch the video, go to the shorts of Kanini as well. Anyway, and you know, she always does funny things, not only exercises, but what was it here? Oh yeah, and this is actually the second time that she does that. That she's using my music on. There you go. This was the first one. There you go. Similar situation, just without the DJing thing, and she did a very nice dance there. And look at that, the World of Ragus Luminous Rush. So. Kadini, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate that, but also for spreading the great energy that you do. And guys, the link of the video of the short is up there, and please feel free to visit that. And it's always fun, you know. Kadini is always bringing a lot of great energy up there, and how she always says, we love people, right? So therefore, she's a great example for that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at, hold on, we're online now. Let me see. Oh, 1 hour 15. Oh, we are easily on time. So let me do what I'd really like to do. Let me just put my earphones on real quick, just in case if someone decides to come up here. So I'm going to post the link in the chat. And then I can actually get that done, and that we can then have the opportunity, so to speak, that we can speak together if you want to. So I'm gonna copy this. Okay. There you go. There's the link. There is the link. I'm going to pin it to the chat. And if you want to join, feel free to do so. I'm also going to remove the poll. Okay, people pretend it's Friday. Obviously, you know, that's what you guys do always. So feel free to come up if you want to. Chat is pinned up there, and happy to talk to you guys about whatever you want. So now you can freely advertise your channel, your party coming up, any special video, any premiere. Maybe Eddie can talk about his alternative breathing experience after having decent beans at home again, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, by the way, Eddie, if you want to come up here, you can also reveal your wife, you know? Nate Chubby just did that request. And yeah, so feel free to do so, and come up here. I'll be here for another like 45 something minutes, I guess. And then guys, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. This is awesome. You know, guys, I'll tell you something. I have the privilege to see people backstage and can do some kind of casting before they come up. Now, if you remember, the ones who have been here from the beginning on today, this is hilarious. I said to Winston Chronicles, bro, by all the crowns that you're stealing from other channels, you should call yourself Winston's Chronicles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, look at that. Here he is. Here he is. Bro, this makes my day. This makes my day. And look at that. He's not even wearing the one from Burger King. He went to Elizabeth. She's not there anymore anyway. She just took the one from Tower. Gee, how you doing, bro?
What's going on? The king is in the building. The king is in
Hallelujah. The building. Hallelujah. The king is, yes, the king is in the building. Good to see you, my man. Thank you so much for coming. What now the day is done, bro. The day is done. I don't even need a weekend anymore now. Now I can work 24/7 because His Highness is in the building, and now I have to bow, and I gotta get it broken back again and all that stuff. Man, good to see you, man.
Yeah, you too, brother. What's going on?
Jesus Christ. Okay, I expected something, but to be honest, I didn't expect that. And I mean, especially after our little crown beef that we had, on Goga's channel the other day. This is awesome. This is awesome. Thanks for doing that, man. You made it. Look in the chat.
Get my crown straight,
And then you have to sing again, and then singing again like in the Navy.
No, not that. That's not.
Sorry, man. Yeah, I mean, you come up here, how it's working, bro. Action, reaction, how that works. And
you already see you're in the Purple Palace, so.
Oh, am I?
You see it in the back, right? Stone's Purple Palace,
Stone's Purple Palace. Goga would be very jealous if he sees that. Because Goga's color most likely is purple, because he always has purple things, but purple hearts and all that stuff. But Jesus Christ, good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. I said, you know what? I promised I was going to show up on your live, and I said, I got to do it right, So
yeah, I mean, you nailed it, man.
Being the king of the North, I had to have my crown, my robe,
How do you always call me? What do you always call me? I forgot it, to be honest.
What do you mean?
You always call me your what? Your
subject.
Thank you. Yeah. So let me tell you something. Winston's Chronicles. So Chronicles is his YouTube name. If you go to OnlyFans and look for Winston's Chronicles, then he only wears the crown.
I was just about to say, you took the words out.
It is obviously okay, guys. No jokes. He's not on OnlyFans. Don't even think of going there. No. On a serious note, So honestly, I met you courtesy of Goga because obviously you were there on the Sunday service. That's when I first time saw you there, and you are a thief, bro. You stole the longest Sunday service ever of me. You stole the crown of me like twice, and I was like, why? Who gave birth to this?
I'm very competitive.
Yeah, but I have to say, in a very funny way. There are competitions, as you were in the army. There are competitions about ranks, sports, and all these things that are very serious. But honestly, I was like, okay, he stole. I wrote to Goga. I think maybe you remember, just before he kicked you off, okay, we have to do a Sunday service again. I want my record back, right? So it's a joke, obviously, but a lot of people misunderstand that these days. Interesting, Kappas, I believe you have met him somewhere in the streets. Very, very distinguished guy. And I don't know why, but when I met him the first time, I didn't even know how he looked like back then. When I saw him on someone's channel, sometimes he just appeared, as we all do someday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was roasting him from the first place, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to Ghana tomorrow. I'm going to here visiting all my potential wives and all that funny things, as a joke." So I always roasted him on that one. And then one day he came to my channel, and I did it again, obviously. And he was always taking it with joy and fun because obviously it was fun. But people were really thinking we're having a beef. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Well, I think a part of it too is a lot of people are so people don't know how to have fun anymore. You know,
No,
it's and again, you have to know your audience as well too. You know, because not everyone can take the same joke. You know,
of course not.
different people. Like I can tell you, you understand. Like if you're in the military, I mean, the way we rag each other sometimes, you'd be like, wow. You know,
Hmm.
if you work in and different career fields have different jokes for just specifically for that group, so you have to again
Absolutely.
know your audience, and you can't just run up in a room and be like, hey, OnlyFans, and people like, what?
Yeah,
Wrong room, brother. You're in the wrong
absolutely.
room. So you just
So
got to know your
true.
audience. But yeah, people I don't know what it is about people are so sensitive to certain things, and you can't really say certain things. And I get it. On a social media platform, it's a little bit different because what you're here for, YouTube is very restrictive, as you know. It's probably the most
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
restrictive
Platform.
platform out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful of the things you say and do, which I like, which is actually one of the reasons why I like YouTube, because a lot of the other ones are so wide open. People can say what they want to say, do what they want to do. So I do like some of the restrictions that YouTube offers. You know.
Yeah. On the other hand, I'm a fan of free speech, but also in the same time, and I said that many, many times here in the channel as well, also on the channel of this wonderful female channel host that we have in the building here tonight. I always say, yeah, I do my jokes, obviously, and some of them are relatively near to the belt line, to say the least, but I believe that I can say for myself that I treat everyone at least with respect, right? I mean,
Yeah.
everyone knows my sense of humor by now. For Agatha Chow, believe it or not, I even created a track called "The Elephant Race" based on a true story that was going viral that very evening when I was on her channel a couple of months ago.
Right.
It's a really funny story. She has to tell you one day when you're on her channel, and it went back and forth that evening. And I was when I started doing my first tracks, trying to walk around a little bit with the software. I was like, wait a second, what was this thing? Let's make a funny track of this, like a fun sounding, melodic, like happy sounds or whatever, this kind of things. And I think it went well. And Agatha is now even a movie star on Spotify, because on Spotify you can do this Canva things. So she's there running now, away from the elephant, as you do, as it is supposed to be in the story. And it is really funny, and it is, these are the stories that make it, and it's all based on humor, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But look at that Trinidadian living in Finland. He's bowing
Is
already.
Trini here?
He doesn't even bother to greet me. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, yeah, my king. Kiss my whatever. Trinidadian, actually, for not bowing to me as the father, $ bottom right. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, no, it is good to have you. How is your wife doing, my man?
Oh, she is great. She is great. She's actually working on a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
She's getting ready to start her own channel.
Oh Lord,
It's more of a it's more
another
of
crown
a
thief.
no. It's not. Well, maybe she'll probably take my crown.
Yeah.
I got a
The
crown for
question
her
is,
as well too.
the question is, does she do it with her own money, or do you give her pocket money first?
Oh, actually, she gives me the pocket money. Trust me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wife, where are you? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah,
Um,
her channel is gonna be it's more about empowerment.
of
So we're
course.
we're making sure that everything is in order before we launch it, so it's launched correctly.
Mhm.
Knowing what we know from my channel and what I've learned. So we want to make sure when we launch, it's going to be more of a podcast. So it's upliftment, it's empowerment, it's teaching people how to, from writing resumes to applying for jobs, helping out veterans, applying for benefits. So it's going to be a wide array of things that we're going to be doing. So it's
Yeah.
coming in the future. We're working on it. We're putting everything together just to want to make sure that when it comes out, it's going to be the way it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah, sure thing. And also, I have to say that what is that port of the simulation? What is that supposed to be? I have no idea what that is.
Oh, part of the simulation. That's one of my subscribers. Yeah.
It's weird because I don't see him popping up here in the chat, but I see him. I've seen him popping up here on StreamYard, but not in Jesus in. Or is he on your channel right now?
Okay. Yeah. He's right. Yeah. He's on my channel right now. Yeah.
All right. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So, hello, Port of Simulation. Very nice to meet you too. So, now on a serious note, the thing is that I have realized. Oh yeah. Okay. We are both live now. Okay. Gotcha.
Yes.
So what I've realized is that I didn't even know. Oh, yeah, of course, I have the setting that's multi-streaming. Multi-streaming is possible. Okay, gotcha. So what I think is very important, and this is actually true, what she or he says, that it has changed to prevent hurt feelings, and I think it is true, because, as I said, jokes, we all do the jokes. I get roasted from several people all the time. But I have a laugh on it because obviously it's a joke. I know these wonderful people. You and I have this beef going on since the first second, right?
Right.
Obviously, at the end of Goga's Sunday service, where you were like after 500 years going off there, it's like, but it was so funny. And I really observed every word that you said, obviously talking about your military life and all that. And it was really great seeing you there, and obviously that was the day when I subscribed to your channel. And last week I had the very very honor and pleasure to be in your bar, literally in your bar, when you were doing the bartending and talking to the people. That was really nice. And guys, I tell you, this guy is serving the most hottest mineral water ever. Guys, I can tell you, I was flying after that. You don't need Red Bull anymore, any alcohol. He pumps you with this hardcore mineral water, and it's like, ooh, there you go. Yeah, I've recently been asked, hey, Ragus, Oktoberfest is starting soon. I said, hell yes, it does. But you don't drink anymore.
The months are flying by, man. These months are flying by.
Saturday, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it's going to start.
2 weeks in September. Yeah, these months are flying. I was just saying to Lynn this morning. I was like, man, these weeks are flying by.
Like there's
almost halfway through September.
Yeah, we are halfway through life, bro. Every weekend that comes gets us nearer to the holy casket.
Yeah,
yeah. But on a serious note, I just had a talk with a very young of my work colleagues, and she's like 26 or something. And she said, oh, another day until Friday. I said, honey, do you actually realize what you're saying? She said, no. I said, it feels like 5 minutes ago that it was just Monday. I mean, what do you want? And she said, yeah, but I have to sit here the whole day tomorrow. I said, surprise, me too. Yeah, she's relatively young, and she is not really. She hasn't really arrived in life yet. She doesn't really know what she wants to do family-wise and all that stuff. And yeah, but another day, these kind of things. And I was like, Jesus, I wish I had that problems.
Right? But that, you know what? That's life. That's life. You navigate it as you see it, and you just, you can make all the plans you want. They always say Murphy's Law, right?
Absolutely.
Murphy is always working against you. So
yeah.
By the way, prepared for anything.
One thing, as I'm the host of my channel, I don't know if you see what I've done to your nickname here on StreamYard.
I saw it. I was gonna. I saw it. That's why I was laughing.
Wait, I have to actually, I did a little typo in there, so let me get that right properly. So here you go. There you go. Now it's properly. So, ladies and gentlemen, meet Winston's Chronicles. It is better to start with crown rather than test, right?
Yeah.
I think you got that joke.
I was like, oh yeah, I was like, he changed it to Chronicles. Yeah. He took out the H. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let me repeat the joke that I just did. It's better to start with crown rather than test, right?
I got you. I'm right
Sorry
here
for that.
with you.
You know, it is. Sorry, my sense of humor. You two, please forgive me, and all the gods in Silicon Valley over there. So you said, by the way, that when you're going to retire, which is relatively around the corner, I would say,
Mhm.
that you're going to travel a lot and you're going to do your bar service in the cellar, obviously, very often and very intensively, and you're going to cook. So cook, bar, travel, right? That was
Mhm.
the was that the. So what are you looking forward to the most?
Honestly, the travel. I
Right.
love I love to travel. I love
Hmm.
one of my goals going forward is like I lived in Europe for 3 years, so I've seen most European countries that I can visit. Um, and some that I didn't want to visit, of course. Well, by deployment. Um, but my whole thing was being from Jamaica. I haven't had the chance to see most of the Caribbean islands, which is
Mm,
crazy. You would think because you were born in the Caribbean, you could visit most of the Caribbean islands because a lot of them you don't even need a visa to travel to, just a
mm,
passport. So one of my goals now is to see as much of the Caribbean as I can see until
mm.
that time comes. But yeah, that's my goal is to just visit other Caribbean islands because for me, I tell a lot of people all the time it's about the culture. I don't just go to a country just because I want to see what it looks like. I want to get it involved in their culture. I'm a foodie, so I want to know what kind of food they serving, what's the local. I even do it here in the States. Like even in the States, I would go to any new state that I go to. I always ask, what's your local dish?
Mm.
I like to engulf myself in the history and the food. You know,
Yeah,
and
gotcha.
usually most histories of most places is about the food. It starts with the food. Generally. So.
I had that experience in Crete in Greece once a couple of years ago, 10 years ago actually. I cannot believe I'm getting so old. It was so beautiful. We were in a very tiny, relatively small Greek hotel,
Hmm.
Greek 2 stars. So the expectations were everything but high, as you can imagine. But we were so surprised. First of all, it was a relatively small hotel. There were like 30 rooms or something.
Hmm.
And so not too many, or let's say 40, not too many people. We were there in September or something. And the bar guy, who looked a little bit like Pep Guardiola, the football trainer, right?
Hmm.
Those who are into football. I mean, football, the real football that we
So
play.
yeah, the real football. Yeah.
Don't call it, don't call it the S word.
Right.
Don't.
Right.
You can use me as your whatever thing, but don't. So so he was a young guy, and he was really friendly, and we were friendly, obviously. My advice for you guys, wherever you travel, be good to the bar people.
Oh yeah.
Why? Not only for the tip, but they give you the best advice where to go. They give you the
Hmm.
best advice where to go. Hi Nina, good evening. Very welcome to my little channel, and thank you for stopping by. Very appreciating it. And so be good to the bar people because they give you the best advice where to go, where not too many tourists are going.
Hmm.
Right. So he took us, and I don't know, he liked us. We were a couple of friends there and all that. He found us friendly, and so he took us to his village. So on his free day, where he usually doesn't want to see any guests, obviously, because he works 6 out of 7 days a week during the season. So he took us. He came with his old car. It looked like, oh Jesus Christ. Anyway, we were getting into the car. We were going to his village, which was like 20 minutes drive from the hotel, not at the beach, but in the middle of the island somewhere. And he took us to a local restaurant, to a local Greek restaurant. The menu was in Greek. There was no English, there was no German, there was nothing because there were almost no tourists, right? It
Hmm.
was a local Greek tavern. And I said, "Okay, bro, you're invited." I said to the bartender, to our friend, but I said, "You have to order because I have no idea what is on the menu." So the menu was an A5 format, like relatively small, 6 pages in there, and no prices. And I was like, "Oh, it's always dangerous, right? If there's no price, then usually you sell a kidney or something to pay the bill, right?" So he started ordering, and I was like, "Oh, geez, what did I just say? Why did I tell him he's invited?" He read the entire 5 pages up and down, like a New Testament in church, in fast forward. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let's see what's going on there. What happened? Like 20 minutes later, the waitress came, but not alone. She got the whole kitchen staff because he ordered everything from the menu. But then we realized it's not like 500 plates or something. It's the
Right.
little tapas that you know from Spain,
Mm-hmm.
right? So these little dishes, we were with four people, so four pieces each of everything that they had in the kitchen. The food was tremendously great. I really have to say, it was awesome. Freshly made, no convenient products, no powders or whatever. Freshly made with love. You could see it, it was all handmade, these little balls that you have with the cheese inside and all that stuff. It was all handmade. And obviously, I was a bit worried about the bill. I was fearing of my kidneys, as you do. And then, like, we were sat there like for 5 hours, like, no rush, no, nothing. The waitress did not come every 5 minutes. Say, come on, buy some more. Nothing like that. Very nice people working there. Very friendly. Asked if everything is okay. You want anything to drink? Yes, no. Okay, see you later. They left us alone, as you should do. And it was really nice. And like after 4.5 hours, I was brave enough to ask for the bill. And I was really expecting, like, okay, vacation is over after this. From tomorrow on, only water and bread until we are back on the airplane. I paid for the whole evening, food, drinks, everything included. No tip. That came on top. €45.
Mm.
That's like the equivalent of $45,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. You would never get any food like that in the States or in Germany of that quality for that amount of money. No chance.
Or in a hotel, all
Or in a
inclusive.
hotel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.
And that's the thing that people don't realize is that
Yeah.
when you go to, like when me and Lynn went to the Bahamas,
Uh-huh.
we found a guy, same thing. The cab driver, the driver that took us to the hotel,
Uh-huh.
I got his number and said, hey, how much it is to charter for the day. He told me, and the dude knew everything about his country, like culturally, the food, the history, like everything. He took us to places like most tourists would never get to see in a
Yeah.
country.
Mm.
And it didn't it if you had paid for that in the hotel or through the hotel, you're not going to get all that. Plus it's going to cost you a lot more.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
€45 God's FX. Yes.
that's wild.
That is like 10. Now it would cost like 60, but come on. I mean, for four persons, a full table of food. And it was
Yeah.
not a small table. And the little tapas were not small. They were like
Hmm.
really nice bites. And like, and we took a lot of that to the hotel and lived literally during the day from that, because it was, you could eat it for another 2 to 3 days if you kept it in the fridge, which we did.
Hmm.
So, we had the snacks for in between. We didn't have to buy any chips or something like that. And it was really good. It was really good. And it was really like, wow. Nobody would have told us if we didn't ask or if we were not friendly with the bar guy,
Hmm.
And he was not about the tip. He was more about, hey, if the people are friendly to me, why am I not friendly to them as well?
Hmm. Hmm.
You know?
Well, that's the thing. I mentioned it in I think it was one of my previous videos, or it was probably on the live. But we talk about when people go to all inclusive resorts and
Hmm.
they don't tip because they feel like, okay, I've paid for everything already, which they have in some aspects. But to me, it's like the people that work at these resorts, that's their job. They get paid. Tips is what really helps them out.
Hmm.
That the paycheck doesn't subtract from they get the paycheck, but of course taxes are subtracted from that. The tips are
Exactly.
what really helps. That's why if I even when here in the States, if I go somewhere, I don't tip in on my credit card. I tip in cash. I always tip my server
Exactly.
cash because then the company or the business doesn't get 3% of that tip.
Plus, they don't have to pay taxes on that tip.
Right. So they
So
just
here's
pay
the thing.
pay taxes.
So yeah. So let me just say hello to a very good friend of mine who I haven't seen in a minute. Mina Beauty, my darling. How are you doing, my dear? How are you doing? It's so nice to see you. Very nice to come and meet all the others and also meet Winston's Chronicles. aka Winston's Chronicles. Very good guy. Eunice, my darling, tell Ata, my dear, we are going to get you up here in a bit, and then we're going to talk about your upcoming party next week. So, where
Yeah, I
were we?
won't
Yeah,
be
we
here
were.
long. I just wanted to check in because I got a video coming up in about an hour.
Okay.
So
So, but interestingly, so for everyone who is traveling or going to a restaurant or whatever, strong piece of advice, and actually Winston has just said it. Guys, do not give the tip on a credit card or your debit card. Here's why. Two reasons. First, the tip always goes to the company first, and then it's up to them if they actually hand it out, yes or no.
yep.
Second, it is a bit more appreciation, and that's the most important thing, to the waiter or to the waitress who serves you. Um, if you give it to them personally, like in cash, they have it in the pocket, it's tax free. Most importantly, and that's what I just learned recently, if you, so here's the thing, also never give the cash to the manager, at least by European law. If you give it to the waiter, no problem, it's tax free, it's tip for the waiter, here you go. If you give it to the owner, to the manager, they have to put it into the cashier first,
Right.
and then have to tax it first, and then they give the reduced money out to the waiter.
Mm-hmm.
So always tip the waiter directly. Tip the waiter in cash. Do not use the credit card for that, even though it's more convenient. Obviously, you just you take some tip or something, and then it is done. No, give it to the waitress, to the waiter who's serving you in cash. Do not use a credit card. It is also a bit appreciation to, the waiter feels the gratitude of you when they did a great service.
And it's more personable, like you said.
Absolutely.
When you give it directly to them,
Yeah.
because I do it all the way I do it sometimes. Because there's some places, right, like here in the States, there's some places you go where it's all encompassing. So all the tips go into one jar, and then it's
Yes.
shared with the workers at the end of the night. So
Mhm.
you could be the laziest person in the restaurant, but still get to split the tips. And there's like one guy or one girl that's like, as you excuse my French, busting their ass the whole night, working hard, and someone else that's not working as hard as they are get to share the tips. I don't
Yeah.
I don't believe in that. So I will
Me
a lot of
neither.
times I will just the person that serves me directly.
Mhm.
Sometimes I will even like meet him at the bathroom and be like, "Here you go," and keep it moving because sometimes
That
the
is actually,
managers are watching as well too.
yeah. So a lot of people also, we worked in service somehow, in the gastronomy and stuff like that, in the bars or doing the cleaning of the tables or whatever. I never served food, but I was always serving drinks and did that for a while. And there was one Irish pub in my hometown, Düsseldorf, where I'm from, where I used to work like for 3 months, and it
Hmm.
was always this tip sharing. Well, the manager of the pub, he was completely employed, and he was fully paid, and by the owner, obviously, with tax and everything. And we knew he wasn't paid too bad. And he did every now and then, when he was in the moods, especially on Sundays, then he did a little bit, he took the beer from the jar and put it on the table so that on the bar, so that we can actually carry it around.
Hmm.
But in the end of the day, the point is, he also took the tip. And then one day, the owner, it was like he had like 6 or 7 pubs in the greater region. The owner came in one day and he asked me, "Oh, you're the German guy who speaks English." I said, "Yeah, well, kind of. So how's you doing?" I said, "Well, today's my last night." He said, "Why?" And I said, "Yeah, I've just told them that I'm not coming back because I was only part time and hour wise, second job and all that stuff." And I said, "No, I'm not coming back because I don't like the way that it is handled here with the tips."
Hmm.
They said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Yeah, working my butt off, running like a marathon every night when I'm here on Saturdays." And I said, "I don't see a reason why I should share my tip when I work 6, 7 tables at the same time the whole night, getting tipped well. And he does 5, 6 beers in the jar, and the rest of the night entertains the people with whatever conversation he has."
Hmm.
So I left. And then I heard that, I don't know, half a year later, the other people from the other staff left as well. So one night he was there all alone with a full pub, and then he resigned, and then they had a problem. So I don't
Yeah.
like. I mean, obviously, the people in the kitchen, they work hard, right? They do the food, they do all the cooking, and they don't get nothing from the tip. I have no problem saying, okay, you know what, 10% of my tip goes to the kitchen or whatever. No problem with that. But to the management, no. To the owner, no, because he makes a shitload of money anyway.
Yeah, and that's the sad part, is that they make a lot of money, but yet they still are willing to take everything they can from people that are actually
True.
putting in the work. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely true.
And that's one of the reasons, like I said, I always have cash with me so I can tip in cash, you know.
Yes.
And if the service is great, I'm gonna take care of you. Like, believe it.
Absolutely.
You know?
By the way, for those who are on your channel, hello everyone. If you wonder what this king thing over there does with his white thing, I'm his what did you call me again?
My loyal subject.
There you go. So what you guys don't know, on his OnlyFans account, he's wearing this latex thing and coming after me with a whip. No, I'm just kidding. So hello everyone. I'm the World of Ragus, and I met Winston quite a while ago on Goga's channel on the Sunday service, where most of you lot have also most likely been watching it, and we became kind of enemy friends, if you will, because he's always stealing the crowns where I am. When I buy it, he buys them back, and I was like, no, we're getting along great. We had a great conversation already a while ago when I was on his channel visiting him. Today I have the pleasure of he visiting me, and he took the whole bunch of you. So thanks for coming, and hello. Don't worry, I'm not biting. So if you ever want to come here and visit me on another occasion, feel free to do so. And obviously, guys from the World of Ragus channel, please, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Winston. He's a fun guy to be with. And I have to say, I lost twice already, but, let me see if I find my German marching boots again, and we try that all over again.
Look, I have to say likewise for the folks that I know a lot of the people that are on my channel know about your channel as well. So, the ones that haven't, make sure you come over to Ragus channel. You definitely love the vibes over here, and I think people understand the vibe that we have with our group. Reds is in the building.
Yeah.
Trini, we have a vibe.
Let's get ready, Winston. Let's get ready. I think
the other crown thief is the Reds.
Yeah, but nobody beats you on that one, bro. Nobody beats you on that one. And yeah, Redstone, we were just talking about your latex fetish OnlyFans account. That's what we just did. So no, I'm just kidding.
The king is in the building, Reds. The king is in the building.
Man, Reds, let me just give you a quick recap in case you don't have a chance to talk. So to rewatch it. Last week I was on. You know that because you came before I left.
Reds was there.
So so I was on his channel, and he promised me to pay me a revisit. So what was it, on Monday or something, or last week something? He said, "I got to come to yours." I said, "Okay, fair enough, do so." So then obviously, I knew that he would come, and I did my talk and everything, and then I opened the channel as I do on Thursdays, right? And all of a sudden, as you know, Reds, you use another gadget than I do, but you see the people backstage first, and I couldn't hold it anymore because when I saw the little screen, I said, "No, really, come on." He put this, and I was even joking about that before. Like, most likely he would get his Burger King crown or something like that, and now he's sitting there. That is, bro. You made my day. You made my week. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. I really have to say.
Look,
Some word is in the building.
On Amazon, and I was like, you know what? I said, Ragus has been giving me hell about coming up on this live, so I said, you know what? I got to get the crown so he can see what's.
Did you really get that just for this one? No.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jesus Christ, I feel ashamed now. Okay, but talking about Amazon now, as you bring it up, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do something, Christmas is in less than 4 months. Just saying, if you want to buy something nice, go to Amazon Music, look for the World of Ragus, and there's tons of material that you can buy. Every track is only $129, and Most likely I get 9 cents of that, just saying. So this is the rich life of an upcoming artist. So in case you want to listen to some music, there's a lot of them on my channel, YouTube music, YouTube and everything. So, but also guys from my my channel, my friends who are not too familiar with Winston yet, please go to his channel, watch his lives when he's in his own bar. He really has an own bar. And it's really great looking, to be honest. And he has great things to say. He also does open microphones. Please visit his channel, subscribe to him. It is hilariously great to be there, to be honest. Also, as just a viewer. So
yeah, we have a good time. That's what it's all about, you know.
hell yeah, absolutely. And I see some people who have not been on my channel, but the names I think I saw Anabu last week.
Anabu, yeah, she was on Goga a week, 2 weeks ago. Right?
All right.
Anna,
right. So yeah. Trinidadian I saw on Red Room's channel the first time when they were talking about him living in Finland. By the way, I'm in Germany, bro. You know,
yeah, far away.
Yeah, well, it is still far. Finland is like I don't know. I don't know why that poor guy is living there. I'm feeling so sorry. Winter officially starts tomorrow, by the way, just that you know. And it is like Jesus. I was like, whoa, there you go. And because and again, Red Room is the one who kind of made me moving my butt, getting monetized. That was back in February when he was in his mobile home in the snow. You know. He was in his car doing this ring, ring, ding, ding, as you know. that was I don't know why. It sounds so crazy, but that caught me that day. With the ring, ring, ding, 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 and him sitting in this mobile little car there in the snow. I mean, it's going to snow there again tomorrow as well, but you know, I was like, what is... And he actually showed me some little lessons in that just 15 minutes that I was on his channel.
Yeah. Trinity said he loves winter, so
he loves what? He
loves winter.
Trinidadian, bro. I know a good therapist. I can. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Honestly,
I'm not gonna lie. I do like I won't say winter. I like the change in season. So I like spring. I like fall. I hate the snow. I hate the cold. But I can deal with. When it's snowing. It's for some reason it's not that cold, right?
It depends.
Like
it depends.
Days. Yeah.
It depends on the temperature. If it is too warm, then the air gets very humid.
Yeah.
By the way, when I was not too good in my English, I always said, when the air is getting humidity, you know, hard to mix up a couple of things. And so yeah, but it is very humid then, and then it is getting very nasty because you know you feel wet under the clothes are getting very wet very quick, and that doesn't feel nice, to be honest. And I always jokingly say, look, winter can come as long as I'm in my living room. There's a heater. Right. There's a nice hot cup of tea. I'm absolutely fine with it, you know. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it is how it is. So yeah. So therefore, it you know, we live in an area where winter is there. And on the other hand, I used to live in Africa when I was a little boy for 3 years. So I know how it also is to not have winter, but to only have either superheat or superheat together with rain.
Yes.
But I mean, awesome experience, no cold, and football 365 days a year. But yeah, it is nice. I mean, honestly, for Christmas, I love it. But then again, when I'm just thinking, when did I had snow for Christmas? I think that's 20 years ago, 2005. Really? Snow on Christmas. Yeah. It's either coming a little bit before or a little bit after. Climate change, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
And I just live 100 kilometers away from the Alps. I can see them from my bedroom window. But snow on Christmas is like 500 years ago, unfortunately. So,
yeah. I mean, we've had some warm winters here the last couple of years.
I remember once I was in South America for winter, and then a friend called me, bro, are you coming to the beer garden? I was like, what? What do you mean? 23rd of December. I was like, whatever you're on, send me some. It must be good. And then he said, no, he sent me selfies. And the beer garden that I usually go to, they have a webcam there as well, like that they broadcast to the internet. So I went like, bro, you're kidding me, right? So I went there and I was like, let's have a look. And I was like, the beer garden was full of people because it was 18 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
So they spontaneously decided, okay, here, Instagram, WhatsApp, or whatever, guys, we are open today. And the beer garden was full. I mean, full like on a summer day. There were like 400 people sitting there drinking beer outside with a jacket on, obviously, but 18 degrees.
Oh, yeah. But you know what's
Insane.
crazy? When I lived in Germany, it was during the 90s, the late 90s.
Right.
And back then, Germany was so much more open, right? So even on the base, they used to have the beer fest, and they would bring the tents and the beer tents and everything on the base itself. And I tell people this story. I remember I actually had stopped drinking for like a year before I got to Germany. And when I got there, I was like, well, I can't be in the land of beer and not taste the beer, you know?
Of course
So
not.
I remember because they were still using the marks back then. And they had the beer tent, they had the food tent. And I remember going to the beer tent, and actually I'll show you one of my Steiners. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
From Bavaria, I hope.
Well, yeah.
Good boy. That was a correct answer.
So I'll show you a few of them, but here's
Yes.
the bigger one. Here's one of the smaller ones. All right.
So guys, can you hold the glass one in the camera? So guys, this is 1 liter of beer, and this is the actually average, the only size that you can get on the Oktoberfest.
Yes.
That is the only size that you can get on the Oktoberfest. Oh,
these are more souvenir types. All right.
Yes,
so,
but you can still drink out of them. And in a lot of beer garden, in the traditional ones, in the real traditional ones, you can get those. You drink out of them. So,
so back to my story. So I was saying how you got these was you would give them 10 marks, and you could drink as much beer as you wanted. And at the end of the night, you could give the glass back, or you could keep the glass. Either if you gave the glass back, you got your money back. But most of us, we wanted to keep these, you know, because they were good souvenirs. So
the funny thing is, when you leave Oktoberfest, and you have been there, so you know the area, right? So there were like 2 or 3 big exits where you can go to the underground train or grab a taxi or whatever. And when you try to take a glass off the tent to home, police stops you and they take it away from you. And if you're getting renitent and say, no, I bought it, and so okay, where's the mark? If I lost it, yeah, okay, then you lose the glass now too, or you sleep in our cell tonight.
Right.
German police. There you go. But also on a well, funny enough, as you mentioned it, the Oktoberfest Stein, the glass one that you have just shown, is now officially considered a weapon if someone raises it against someone else.
Oh wow!
And they don't take prisoners. Well, they do take prisoners then because there have been people sent to the other side just with 1 hit. And that was not so funny, to be honest. Just one quick thing. Red's Room, thank you so much. I knew something like this would happen. So he came to take the crown. And I'm not too sure. Maybe you should not do that tonight, Vince, because we are both live. So not that you accidentally bite in your own channel, and then you would be in serious trouble. So that is what YouTube does not like to do. So Red's Room, thank you so much for the blessing. I really appreciate that. And really, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much indeed, and blessings to you for that. So, yeah, but the glass thing, it is a big. So there is a traditional Oktoberfest as well, where are the traditional tents with more folk music from the Bavarian stuff, rather than from 6 p.m. rock and roll and all that things that they do nowadays. So there, you can also drink this from the real Stein. Not from the glass one, from the real Stein. And I have one. Yeah, you know what? Give me a second for a quick how do I call it? Commercial presentation, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just put some music here real quick. Oh no, actually, why would I? You got the microphone. You know what to do.
I got the
So
building. I got
you
the
can now
building.
you can do commercials for your channel if you want. Feel free to do so. Give me just 1 second.
I got you. Yeah. So let's. I'm just gonna read some of these comments here. Kanini says, "Reds, the crown is gone." Reds are my two arch crown enemies. What does my shirt say, Steve? Can you see it? Cleverly disguised as an adult. That's what my shirt says. It says cleverly disguised as an adult. So I kind of live by my shirt too, because at the end of the day, it's about life is too, I don't know, sad. So you gotta have fun. I'm known for my shirts. It's a conversation piece as well. So a lot of times I go different places and people are like, oh, I like that shirt, you know. So it's one of my things where I like to bring laughter to the world. So it's like, people are so serious all the time. So you got to try to bring a little laughter into the world sometimes. I don't like negative, dreary situations.
Me neither. Me neither. So I just wanted to show. So this is how a real stein looks like. So the
Yeah.
material is like pottery. There's
Yep.
also 1 liter or 2 pints, roughly, most likely. I know you guys don't do the metric system over there. But anyway, so this is the Oktoberfest version from 2018.
Okay.
So this is also obviously the souvenir one, but every now and
Oh,
then we buy
nice.
that.
That's nice. I like
It's
that.
really nice. So you have the beer brand here, all the beer brands, because they keep it neutral.
Mm-hmm.
So Oktoberfest, they only serve beer from Munich
Yep.
breweries.
Yep.
So these are the breweries there, and again, I don't get money for that. So this is the church in the town center. This is a church near. This is Marienplatz, the very town center. I'm gonna do a video
Mm-hmm.
of that sometimes, and Olympic Tower over here,
Yep.
right? Um, so this is the stuff that we have. And on this, actually, when on the Oktoberfest opening day, and I will try to provide a link on YouTube somehow that you guys can watch it live on German TV. Um, these are the barrels that are still brought in with the horses that you see here. Yeah, see, there you
Mm-hmm.
go. They are still. This is the entrance of the tent owners on the first day. So they come with a horse. The horse. How do you call it? Sleigh or
The,
something?
the,
The
the, the carriage, the horse
Yeah, the
drawn carriage.
horse carriage
Mm-hmm.
thing. There you go. So obviously these days the beer barrels are empty because everything now is getting transported there by trucks. So they have so there are trucks coming. You know those trucks from the petrol stations, right? When they come and refill the gasoline to
Mm-hmm.
the petrol
Mm-hmm.
stations, they come with the beer, and every
Yep.
tent gets like up to 6 or 8 trucks a day of that
Oh yeah.
size, a day, right? And the Oktoberfest is 16 days. We're talking about 20 plus tents altogether, and they all have this drain system where the truck driver just comes, put the hose, put the what do you call it? Is it the hose? The thing that you take the
Oh, the
water with in the
nozzle. The
garden?
nozzle.
Yeah, the nozzle into the hole, and then boom, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 liters, and they're gone 2 hours later. Boom. Because the big tents, as a lot of people have not been there, so you have witnessed it. So a lot of those big tents, they host up to 12,000 people at
Mm-hmm.
the same time.
Mm-hmm. And then
Doesn't look like.
the food tent was my favorite, because you would go to the beer tent, get drunk, and then go to the food tent, eat until you're sober, and then go back to the beer.
Yeah,
That was
but now there's an Oktoberfest, you get everything, right? You get the food and
Oh, you get
everything.
everything in
So,
one tent.
yeah. So in the big tents you get. But here's the thing. So every year, I don't know how much you paid for a Stein back then when you were at the Oktoberfest, but here's the thing. When I moved to Munich in 2003, for one Stein of the size that you have just shown, I paid €6.50 plus tip, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, guess how much I pay this year?
I,
What do you
I
think?
can't imagine. You said back then it was what?
€6.50 for a one
So
liter beer.
is it probably like €10 now?
I wish it's this year. So last year they have reached €15.
Wow.
And this year they're going to even every day gets more expensive. It's like €15.20 now, which is literally equivalent like $17. Most likely still cheap in the States comparing to what you guys pay over there, but
Mm.
it is a liter of beer, and for the same amount of money, I get a complete box in the supermarket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Half a chicken, and if you have a reservation of a table, you have to at least per person order this 2 steins and half a chicken, right? You know, half a chicken the Jamaican way, the
Oh yeah.
South
Yeah.
American way. Come
Yeah.
on, you put some nice spices on there, you put it on the grill, you make it nice and crunchy, you know. Yeah, it is on the grill there too. And they put a little salt and whatever, and then for half a chicken you pay $17 now.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Which is
And
not
but it's not a turkey. It's a
not
tiny
bad.
little half chicken. But it's
It's like
half a chicken.
is it like a game chicken, like the little tiny bird, or is it?
Yeah, it's like the it's not. I mean, it's not the baby chicken, but it's just half a chicken, right? I mean,
Right.
come on, half a chicken. I mean, I'm on a diet now, obviously, but I was like, $17.
Oh wow.
Whoa! If I combine that with the 2 beers that I have to take, that makes it 30. Then the chicken, that makes it 50 with tip, with €50.
Yeah.
You know, you
Well,
can have a wonder.
it's bad here too, because like, see, Reds just say he just spent $18 on one beer at a
Uh-huh.
theme park and
Yeah.
$20 for a half a sub. But that's what it is. Like when you go to those events, that's what you have to get used to. It's like that's why
So
when
a
you
friend
go to
of
football games, because they overcharge you for the food.
yeah,
I'd rather
it is
pay my
it is
basement.
yeah. So the funny thing is, a friend of mine who is relatively wealthy. No, he's really wealthy, I have to say. He said to me, "I don't go to Oktoberfest with long." So he went last year for like 3.5 hours with his wife and his 3 kids. Kids are relatively small, so what kids do want to do? Carousels, right? This attractions. You know, bumper cars. Yeah, the bumper
Yeah,
car
bumper
thing. You know
cars. Yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
One ride. One ride. On this is not a joke. I can prove it anytime. I will do videos. I will prove it. One ride of roughly a minute, €4.
Wow.
Yeah,
And see, those
that's
used to
what I
be
was
free.
like.
Those used to be free back in the day. If you went to
Not free, but you paid like 50
well, I mean,
cents, maybe
you
one
paid you
euro.
paid to get into the park or whatever it was.
Oh, okay, the fun
And then,
park. Okay,
yeah, and then once you got in, like the bumper cars used to be free to ride on, or whatever ride you came on. So
okay. That are the
it
theme
was what
parks
you
we have.
paid
That
at. Yeah, you paid at the door, and then
Hmm.
the rides were free, but then of course you had to pay for the food. You know.
Yeah, obviously, and then okay, but yeah, we have the theme parks that are like 3 or 4 of them in Germany as well. They're not as huge, obviously, like in the States or in Canada, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we have the same. They're where though they don't have the bumper cars, they have all these things that I would never ride because of my stomach. I want to keep my food inside. But the matter of fact, it's one ride with a bumper car is like €4. One ride,
Wow.
and I mean, and
And
now
it's only like
imagine
that's like 5 minutes, right? If that.
1 minute.
1 minute.
What do you mean? What do you mean 5 minutes? Right, bro.
1 minute.
If it is a crowded Saturday, the fun fair, it's a huge fun fair, obviously, as you know. But there are people like, how would you do that if you don't earn too much money, but you still have 3 kids and they want to go there? Oh,
Right.
I want to ride here. I want to ride there. A small portion. Okay, you've been to Germany. You know what a good fried sausage is, right? A
Mm-hmm.
nice grilled sausage costs €7 now.
Wow.
One. And there's no roll included. There's no bread
Oh, that's
included.
just the wow.
That costs another 50 cents or €1 extra. Yeah. And I
Wow.
was like, a little
So that
portion
means
of chips.
I need to start saving now for the if I want to go to Oktoberfest next year, right? I need to put
Find find a good kidney dealer, then you might get along. No, on a serious note, it is like getting insane. It is like insane. I was like, holy.
Well, I should be able to travel space A. So if I can travel space A, that would save me money on the flight at least. And I can spend the flight money on on
Yeah,
food.
you call your friend Elon and tell him, bro, I need a helicopter
Oh
directly
no,
there.
no, no. No, we got with the military, we still get to travel on. We can still travel on military aircraft.
Yeah.
So
Oh
it's
yeah.
called
So
space
Red says
available.
something. That
What do
is
you
a
say?
big disadvantage of the theme park. So yeah, you pay money at the entrance and then you have everything for free, but you wait 2 hours or an hour and
Yeah,
something
for the
for two
rides.
minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to go back to the queue if you want to ride it again. So I mean, it's a smart business thing, to be honest. They give you a good feeling, like, okay, you pay XYZ amount of money, and then you have everything for free. Yeah, the
Yeah,
question is for how long do I have to wait? So most of the day, if you want to go on every attraction, if there's a chance to, you stay in the queue.
yeah, yeah. But it's a good experience though. Like I tell people all the time, I found out when I was living in Germany that they had literally had a fest every single day in some
Mhm.
small town in Germany. But it was never like, unless you read German newspaper, you would never know that these fests were going on every single
Exactly.
day in some small town somewhere in the country. And I had friends that spoke German, so they were like, "Hey, there's a fest going on in this town, so we just go over there to that fest." Do they still do that? Is it still happen?
We call it Schützenfest. Yeah, so it's a local thing where they first shoot the bird from the top, and then they go to the beer tent and get drunk for 3 days.
Right,
So
right.
it's kind of starting. So in Bavaria, we have this tradition when the kids go to communion. So
Mm-hmm.
how do you call the Catholic thing in English? The
Oh,
confirmation or whatever it's called. When they get the last supper the first time when they're small or something.
oh, you talk about when they get the? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, I don't know the English word. Anyway, who cares? I'm an atheist anyway. Thank God. So um, I stole that from Ricky Gervais. To be honest, it's not my line. I wish it was. No, but on a serious note, so it starts in spring when the Spring Fest starts. Not only in Munich, we have a big. So we call it the little brother of Oktoberfest. But um, the thing is, the villages in Bavaria, in particular, where I live now for 22 years,
Mm-hmm.
they have wonderful, beautiful, very traditional and very long traditional, like hundreds of years, this very fast and this very weekend and that month. And that goes from village to village, but also in
Right.
other parts of Germany, obviously. And then you compare prices. You go there. Obviously, I don't drink beer anymore. I don't drink alcohol anymore. But you go there, you see the prices there. They take a little because that's Bavaria. It's normal glass, the one that
Mm-hmm.
Winston just showed, or this size here. As you see, there you go, 1 liter, decent stuff. In the villages there, you pay like €7.
Yeah, yeah.
And here in Munich, Oktoberfest, obviously because the whole world comes here, and people will always come. And I tell you, I think in about a couple of years we will be with €20, but then I will not go there anymore, obviously. But
Mm-hmm.
€15, 20. I mean, I cannot complain about my salary, to be honest, because all my groupies here, they super chat me in their dreams at least regularly. So, but on a serious note, if I go out with someone, let's say a date, go out and stuff like that, 2 persons without a reservation, I just go to a beer garden, have 2 steins and a chicken or whatever to eat, then I'm done with €100 already. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that 2 things, 4 beers, and then
That's
two
wild.
chickens is gone. So then maybe I want to go on the big wheel, right, to see the whole thing.
The
Cost me
Ferris
18.
wheel.
Yeah, cost me $18 one person. $18 for one
Wow.
ride. Then if I want to do the bumper cars, and that is actually, come on, we're all kids. We're all inner kids, right? So we love the bumper cars still. Yeah, four
Of course.
bucks.
For 1 minute.
Yeah, for one
That's
minute. For
great.
one
That's
minute.
crazy.
And then if I and a lot of people, friends of mine, even my wealthy friend, he said, bro, next year I'm not going to take the kids there at all because that afternoon, 3.5 hours doing some of the attractions, getting them a small portion of chips. I mean, I'm talking about a children's portion of
Mm-hmm.
chips, right? Or fries, as you call them over there, and maybe one sausage for him and one sausage for the wife, and maybe one, two, three, four, 5 Cokes. He paid like $250 in three and a
That's
half
crazy.
hours, and he didn't drink a beer at all. And he was like, no, their kids
That's
can go
crazy.
there again when they're 18, when they're earning their own money, then they can do whatever they want, but not on my watch anymore. I'm not going to pay €250, bro.
What is the exchange rate for the US dollar for the euros? I haven't even checked it.
I can give you that in just 1 second. To USD. is 1 to 1. So €1 is
It's one.
$1.17.
Okay.
So if I pay $100, I pay like
Se-
$116.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So, but in comparison, I mean, living in the United States is extremely expensive anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can compare that to Munich, Munich is the most important, not the most important, but most expensive town in Germany. Matter of fact, and if you see regular costs that you have here, rent and everything, you cry every month literally. But if you then see, I mean, I like to go on the folk fest every now and then. I mean, it's I'm not doing that every day, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously I still go to Oktoberfest, but I've canceled most of my reservations that I usually have because also my friends from far away who always ask, "Hey, you got a space left?" Um, they always say, "Nah,
Mm-hmm.
no, bro, no. For that money, if I stay there 3 days, stay at your place, or even if I stay at a hotel, and the hotels in Munich,
I'm
they
sure they're
triple their
booked out. Oh
prices.
yeah,
They
during that
triple their
time.
prices.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And even people who think they're smart, I just saw a report on that recently. They said they this air mattress, right? To this beds now, this modern
Mm-hmm.
air mattress beds. They put six of them in a room and rent one of them for €90 a night.
Wow.
Oh yeah, if you want to stay the whole weekend, you pay 1,000. You can come with your 5 friends. You can have the room, but you cannot use the kitchen. You can use the toilet, but not the bathroom. $1,000, and people pay that. People
Yeah.
pay
Yeah.
that, yeah,
Yeah.
because otherwise, on a those little igloo tents, right? That
Mm-hmm.
looks like an igloo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's a camping space at a trade fair, which is on the total other side of Munich. They sell this igloo tents for 2 persons with a little air mattress inside, not even a posh one. No blankets, no nothing, just the air mattresses on a camping space where there's no private toilet, nothing. $250 a night.
Wow.
And they're booked out every freaking year.
Yeah, because people plan it out in advance. I mean,
Yeah.
if I decide to do it, I probably have to find like a military base where I could find lodging on base, and that's probably would be the cheapest option for me. And then, you know,
Yeah.
drive
No,
up
no.
there.
Talata, no worries. No, no, you don't get money if you listen. Sorry for that. But we're just talking about Oktoberfest price. Oktoberfest is around the corner in Munich. And we just compare prices from 22 years ago when I moved here up to now.
Mm-hmm.
So you need Tanata. If you ever got rich, you can come to Munich. You can afford one beer of 1 liter of €15, or you can drive the bumper car for €4 for 1 minute, just as you wish. So
For 1 minute. By the time you turn the car on, the minute's up.
yeah, a minute. Yeah, exactly. You don't even get out the driveway in that time, right?
I would be mad.
But 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 the
Especially
funny
those people
thing.
that don't know how to drive them. By the time they get it moving,
But let me
the
let me tell you
ride's
a funny
over.
story really quick. Let me tell you a really funny story really quick. As you know, I do have a certain sense of humor, right? I like to have a laugh on other people as well as on myself. So far, so good. And there was once a situation where I was like, no, this cannot be true. But it was true story. So I was out with a couple of friends, sit outside on this beer gardens of the tent because there I can smoke my cigarette, right? Since 2010, you cannot smoke inside the tent anymore. Anyway, so I sat outside, had my cigarette. We had our steins, we had our beers, and outside you cannot reserve seats. So wherever it's free, you just sit down and you have a good time. Some people from the United States sat down with us, and I said, "Yeah, of course, yeah, there's no reservation, so you just have a seat." And then, so I went to the bathroom, came back, and then we kind of mixed up together. It happens, when you get up, go to the bathroom, you come back, you just sit where the free space is on that table where you were before, around the table. So, and they just started with the first stein, this wonderful trophy that you just had in your hand and showed to
Mm-hmm.
the people. And then one of them seriously asked me, and he was sober. I guarantee he was sober. He asked me like, "Hey, bro, tell me something." It was a Tuesday afternoon, right, 2:30 p.m. or something German time. And he asked me like, "Bro, tell me something." I said, "What? Are you never going to work or something?" I said, "Why?" "Yeah, because it's Tuesday and you're here, and you're not working or you're drinking." And then I was like, come on, let me give him one. Let me give him a good one. And not violence, of course, obviously
Right.
not. But so I looked at him, and those situations when I know I'm going to nail it, I can keep a straight face, right? I mean, I can really keep a straight face. So I said to him, my friend, as you asked me directly, look, I cannot do anything else but being honest with you, right? His two friends were already laughing because they also felt that something is coming. So I said to him, what you guys don't know, we locals who are from Munich or who live here for a very long time, we're getting paid to go to the Oktoberfest, to sit here with you so that you feel more like at home, and the beer that I drink here, they write it down in the tent, and later I go to the tent and get the money back, and then that is kind of my payment. It's like a volunteering thing that I do to sit here with you, so that you feel more at home, that you think that
Right.
you really have the local feeling with the locals. That's what I do. That's why I don't go to an office or something, and I do that on every big folk fest where people from abroad come as well. His two friends, left and right from him, they were like. And he looked at me like, and then he really asked, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, imagine you're alone here. You never came here before. You don't know anyone, But at the end of the day, come on. I mean, is it not better for you that you?" And then my friends they couldn't hold it anymore. I said, "Bro, of course I go to work. I have a good freaking day off, man. What do you think?"
He's thinking,
And
man, you get paid to drink
he
beer.
he felt so dull, he felt so dull all of a sudden. They all called him like, "Oh, dull again." Yeah, it turned out he always asked these stupid questions wherever he was. I was like, Lord have mercy over myself. That was like, holy moly. And I was like, Jesus Christ. He really asked me that. He really asked that. He was really serious. Can you imagine?
You got a
Let me
good
just
poker.
say
You got
hello
a good
to
poker face.
say hello to Charmaine in your channel. Let me say hello to
Yeah.
Unfiltered Maria in my channel. Unfiltered Maria, meet Winston's Chronicles, as he is rebaptized as by today. And did you really buy this crown just for today?
That was it. That
You
was
are
it.
so.
I
I
was
hope
like,
it's so
I gotta
expensive.
be ready for Ragus because he's been ragging me
Jesus.
for the last couple of weeks. So I'm
You
gonna
were
make
ragging
sure.
me. You were dragging me to my super chats all the time. Now I'm broke. Now I'm broke and I still don't have a crown, So now, guys, I have to say, but I have to kick you out
Yeah, I
relatively
gotta
soon
go. I got a video
because I have
coming up in
to
30 minutes. Yeah, me
I
too.
have Talata to do her commercials for her monetization party next week Saturday, which I will have the honor to host as the first
Okay.
time as a co-host. Yeah,
I already got
very.
my notification set for that too. So
Yes, please. If you would, that would be very nice. And by the way, guys, if you have not done so yet, please really subscribe to Winston Chronicles, not Chronicles, Chronicles. Awesome guy, as you have seen. I mean, he's really great sports. He knows how to battle with fun, and he knows how to make a laugh battle, if you will. I think it was the most funniest battle I ever had in my life, and obviously he nailed it today with the crown. I mean, come on, give him, guys, everyone in the chat, in either chat, give him a big hand, give him a big applause. I want to see all the hands applauding in both chats. Give him a big applause for this wonderful entrance that he did, unexpected, to be honest. I really love that, bro. Great sports, and what else
I
can
would
I
make
say?
Goga proud. Goga is the king of you know, being dressed up. So I think I'd
Yes,
make
he
Goga
is.
proud on this one. So
Yes, he is.
but
Yes,
I
he
say the
is.
same thing on my side. If you haven't connected with the world of Ragus, hey, make sure you go over to his channel and subscribe. Brother, thank you for having me on today. It was a good time. We'll do it. I'll catch you back at the tiki bar. So
Oh yes, you can. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. With this hardcore mineral water, guys. With this,
yeah, yeah.
guys, test. You have to taste this mineral water. It is brutal. It is brutal. So guys who are already in Winston's channel, go to the bar now. get it served, the hardcore mineral water without gas. Guys, it's going to make you better than the blue pill. It's better than the blue pill.
All right. So I appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna log off because I got a live, well, not a live, but a premiere coming up in
Premiere
30
coming.
minutes. Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate
Thank you
you.
so
I
much for
appreciate
coming.
everybody that checked in.
Obviously.
So we'll catch up later.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for coming. And it was a real pleasure. And stay as you are, man. And say hello to your lovely wife. And,
I will.
We will meet in the Waikiki bar very soon.
Yes, sir. All right. See you
and
soon.
don't forget to rename yourself on StreamYard, bro. And sorry, I mean, it would have been a sin not to do that one, right? So
true.
Thank you so much. You have a good one. Hello
All right,
and good
you
evening to everyone on the Winston side. And hope to see you guys again soon. And we'll pop over to yours once.
All right. Appreciate you. See you next time.
See you next time. See you later.
Take care.
So thank you so much. And this is this. Yeah. So this was the Winston's Chronicles. And guys, again, do me a favor. Do I have to kick you out or something?
I believe so.
Right.
Yeah,
there you
gotta
go.
kick me out. You got to kick me out the room.
Yep. And off you go, I think. And I'm going to remove you from here. And I'm going to kick you out from here. No, not going to ban him. I'm going to kick him. Bye-bye. There you go. That was him. So Talata, come up here. Link is on top of the chat. Let's come up here and let's have a little chat on your upcoming. So guys, again, I found it hilarious, and I didn't see that coming with a crown, to be honest. And Maria, my darling, hello, my dear. Unfiltered Maria's in the building. Red Zoom is in the building. Thank you for the blessing, bro. Really appreciating that. And it was Jesus. These are the moments that I love most, when people are doing this kind of stuff spontaneously and doing doing the surprise of the year. So Talata, I'm going to put that in the chat. Here you go. Here's the link. You just tap that, and then you just do as you do on StreamYard. You put your name, and you come up, and then I see you in the lobby, and then I just put you up here real quick, and then we say hello to the others. Guys, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Big Banana TV is in the building. Hello, good evening. Happy Vice Friday, everyone. Can you believe it? Tomorrow is Friday again. Smoky Hot is in the building. Thank you so much for coming. And also happy Vice Friday to you, of course. And yeah, there you go. So Tanata, you just tap the link that I just put in the chat again. And I'll see you when you come into the lobby. And then we take it from there and say hello real quick and give some people some insights about what's coming up next Saturday. So guys, what do you mean it's white? Oh, look. There you go. Thank you so much, my brother. And thank you so much, Winston. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So the Battle of the Crown is officially opened. Here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Emperor versus... what did you call me again? I always... My brain always wants to forget that. Let me try that again with a link. Click here. So there you go. There is the link. I hope it works now. And other than that, I have to send it to you somewhere else, but I cannot. I have to find it out how it goes. But yeah, so that is. So it was. It's always fun to have these people in here. Red Room is here, and people like Winston. They always make people. It's loyal subject. There you go. You know, and this crown thing, bro, I didn't see it coming. And most likely you will always now have to wear it when you go to Red's channel and be on the camera there. Or if you invite him to your channel, you know, to be on the camera, you're going to wear the crown of the emperor, because, you know, obviously, even the Japanese emperor is now jealous, obviously, you know what I'm saying? And Lord, let me see if I can get this sorted out somehow with the... Nope, there is no other chance to do that, to be honest. And let me try something. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. Talata, my darling, I'm going to send it to you. Oh, no. Talata, you don't have Instagram. No, I'm going to do it old school. I'm going to send it to you by email. What else can I do? Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to send it to you by email, and then you can open it from there. Copy, Gmail. There you go. Compose. So, guys, you all have laptops, most of you. Why do you always use your smartphones? I will never understand that. Anyway, Talata, the link is on the way, on the Eunice one, on the email. It's on the way. I've just sent it out, just that you guys know. For anyone else who wants to come up here in the meantime, I'm still here a little bit, we're way over time anyway. So feel free to join. And for those who want to click the link up there, feel free to do so. And otherwise, I've just, Talata, I've sent it to you by email. Try it there, please. And it should work because it's a proper link, actually. And yeah. So Talata is having her, let me just find the link again just real quick so that we can have that a little bit more structured here. So Talata is having her monetization party of channel number 2 next week, Saturday, at 4:30 GMT, 4:30 GMT, 6:30 Germany, 5:30 Nigeria, 7:30? Yeah, of course, 7:30 Kenya. Guys, feel free. I got to put the link in here in the chat real quick, and then you guys can join and hit the thing and make sure that you guys are gonna join it as well. Talata monetization. Whoops. Here's the link. I'm gonna put that up there, and then it would be nice if you hit the alarm bell. I had the very honor to be asked if I want to do the co-host of the whole thing, and obviously I said yes, right, as you do, because I had many people supporting my channel, and obviously I've never done co-hosting, but I'm very honored to have that done indeed, and therefore looking forward to that. We are already in preparations, and it is always great to have that done. And ladies and gentlemen, why do I actually talk about all that? There's a host of this channel to come. Link is up there for the party, but I gotta lean back now, and I gotta let this lady speak. What is that? Is that a lollipop, or did you just eat plastic?
No, I mean, I ate meat and I'm trying to remove the remaining from my teeth.
Ah, it looked like a lollipop or something.
No.
Hello,
Yeah.
Talata,
Good
my
evening.
darling.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, Father.
Happy Vice Friday.
Yeah, same to you.
Thank you. So we are going to have a party next week, Saturday, and
Yay.
obviously I will not tell all the nasty secrets that are going to happen next Saturday, but I think we are very well in line with the preparation so far. What I can reveal is Talata will be there. Whoop, whoop. So that is the first secret to be revealed. So Talata will be there. And Talata was mad and crazy and insane enough to ask me to do we have a Goga raid. Wait a second, we have a Goga raid. I cannot believe it. Hardways is in the building. Goga is in the building. Goga raid is in the big. Goga, by the way, you have been just called the best dressed man on YouTube by the very Winston Chronicles just a few minutes ago. Yes. So that's what Winston said. Wow. Thank you so. Oh, Jesus Christ. Highways is in the building. Goga, thank you so much, bro. Helena Koya is in the building. David Hunty is in the building. Blessed Life Journey. Jesus Christ. I mean, Marciano Mar- Marciano, my brother. Marciano, my brother from
Okay.
Canada. The guy with the
Mhm.
deepest voice on the planet. Marciano, my brother, how are you doing? Savi Salt Kitchen is in the building. You go from Yoga Goga Raid. Anabu is in my channel.
Hi, by the way.
Look at that. All these people coming. Thank you so much indeed. I cannot believe it. Wow. Goga Raid. Oh my, oh,
Goga
aha.
rate,
But
Goga rate.
by the way, Winston, do you know? Now you see, purple is the color of Goga. Now you got a competitor on that one. Now you guys do that. I'm out of this discussion. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid, Goga. I really appreciate that. And
Yeah.
you mean what do you want me to say, Laura? That you're the best dressed man? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel of the World of Ragus. Welcome so
Yeah.
much for all the raiders of Goga. And okay, Miss TikTok girl, thank you so much for coming. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is by today official, announced by the King of Kings of the whole YouTube empire, his Winston Chronicles the First, that Goga is the very best dressed man in the entire YouTube hemisphere. Ladies and gentlemen, the model of the year, Mr. Goga, is in the building, and his entourage, who obviously, so this is not a raid. All these people who come there, they help him to get dressed every morning, with all the golden clothes and tipping off the sweat from the forehead, and cleaning up the golden walls in the bathroom so that he can see himself in his own mirror. So this is not really a raid, to be honest. These are all his entourage who help him through the day to get dressed, to look nice and everything. I'm just kidding. No, but Goga, I have to say, he has definitely one of the best styles on YouTube that I've seen. Thank you so much for the raid. And
Yeah.
talking about raids and talking about upcoming things, Helena Koya. Okay, I see. Okay, let me see. I have to buy
Okay.
one, two, three, four, five new phones now because the speakers are blasted. So that's done. Uh, Glasses are broken from the smartphone. So you can call your insurance now to do that. Um, so thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. And talking about supporting people, so Goga and people, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's not, as Goga always said, you could have chosen anyone else, but you chose the minority, the white guy, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much indeed. However, sorry, I couldn't hold back with that joke since I did that once on yogas. However, as you see, I'm not alone here. So let me do something. I always prefer to woman on top is always better. So let me introduce everyone who doesn't know her to Talata. Uh, Eunice Talata, she is in the building, as you see. She dressed up properly as well. Not as purple as Goga's gang, but thank you so much for coming today. I don't want to hold you here forever because I know you also have a very early day tomorrow, but uh, also Anabu, Kevinish. Oh, Jesus Christ. How so many people? Wait a second.
Yeah.
Kevinish Kevinish doesn't has a blue jacket when it is. I cannot leave people undressed. Give me just a second to get that done because people running around naked, then YouTube comes and does a complaint about that. That is not possible. So guys, I will hand out the jackets for those who don't have them yet in a minute. But Anabu and Kevinish, you got a jacket now. So guys, thank you so much for coming. First of all, also again, thank you for your spontaneous popping up here, Eunice and Talata. I really appreciate that. But you're not only here to say hello to me. I mean, obviously not, because who am I, right? But but we're here to obviously speak about your upcoming big celebration day next week, Saturday, and maybe you want to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. So guys, I am blessed to actually have a second channel, and we are having a monetization party on it, and that channel is called Vibe with Talata. Okay. And on the 13th of this month, it's going to be something that has never happened before, because you all know that when Father Ragus is involved, when Father Ragus is involved, oh my God, it's a different story. So yeah, it's going to be everything that you expect because the co-host himself is the whole party, including some other people that will make known to you guys very soon or on the party day. So guys, please do well to attend this party. You know, I've been screaming advertising this party. That's why I'm actually losing my voice. So please, guys, I will be so happy if I see you there. Just come support a sister. Okay. And Father Ragus, thank you so much. Father Ragus, I don't want to talk about this, but with my computer knowledge level, oh God, Father, Father did a whole lot of work on me, seriously, because I didn't even know how to, I didn't know how to do anything. I mean, anything. But trust me, Father has been so patient with me, taking me through. Sometimes I even feel bad for him, but trust me, Father, thank you so much. Thank you. And guys, please come out to support. Please.
If I can give you a good piece of advice, don't thank me now because the party hasn't even started yet, and you have no idea how nasty it can be at the end of the day.
No, no,
But
no, no.
no, obviously not. So really, and by the way, I want to point out this comment here from where is it here from Goga. Let me just show this. This is so hilarious. If someone was listening to this live stream minus the video, they would imagine a very nefarious things. Well, if I hear Tanata's voice right now without video, I would rather think about a necrophilia thing because I think she would be half dead. But that's another story. So no, seriously, I'm so sorry. It's my sense of humor. But
Don't worry.
so
It's okay.
so for those who are here on the first time, it's the first time on the channel, this is normal tonnage here. So we're just going to have a good laugh. However, on your expense, you know, that's what I like most. But no. So Saturday next week on the 13th of September. Is it 13th, right? Yeah.
Yes.
The 13th of September, next week Saturday, 4:30 GMT, 6:30 CET, 5:30 Nigeria, 7:30 Kenya, 5:30 Uganda. It's going to be live on Vibe of Talata. The link is to the party is already pinned up here on the chat, right? So please do us all a favor, pop up there, hit the bell, and then say hello next week. And also on the week later, the Friday, I believe, the 19th, is going to be Wanga's birthday party. And guess who is asked to be the microphone guy? Me. You see, now the white minority on this community has a chance to speak up here and there again as well. I have to say, this joke, I love it so much because when I was in Goga's Sunday service, 1st of June, by the way, it's already a couple of minutes ago, but I have to say, I asked him in advance, can I do this joke, right? Me as a white minority, obviously, it's a joke. I'm not a racist at all, as you might have noticed, guys, because we never speak these topics, but I thought, come on, once in a lifetime, I most likely might have this chance to do this joke. And I had the permission of Goga doing that. And obviously, no one misunderstood it. Thank God. And that's why I'm still alive, you know, most likely. And no, serious note, I'm really blessed to be asked to do this because this is obviously also an opportunity for Talata in the first place to lean back and relax. You know what I mean? And in the end, because usually the channel host is always the one doing this, doing that, doing the chat, clicking out, doing this, saying hello. And obviously, in Talata's case, the most used word, Ghana, and the other used word, no, after a marriage attempt, like after 5 seconds of hello. So Ghana and no are the most used words on her channel, and statistically, by the way. So this time she has a chance to lean back, to relax, to take wonderful speeches. Hopefully, also she will speak to you, but she doesn't have to take care of anything around that because that will be me, and I'm feeling very blessed of that. Thank you so much for the opportunity, also. And also, guys, as you know, it is a monetization party. So you can actually train for that tonight by hitting my $sign, and then without any further training, how it works next week on Saturday. Just saying. And I'm making the most out of it anyway. I hardly ever ask for that. So come with some good moods next week on Saturday to the channel of Vibe with Talata. Again, link is already on the chat. And hit the bell button. Come with good moods. We're gonna spread as good moods as we possibly can, and let's have some good time. Let's make Talata. Let's give her a great moment. Let's give her this momentum that she actually deserves. She worked hard, and it's her second channel that she gets monetized, and that is for sure not daily business. You all know how much I struggled to get my thing in this part in the first place, and I feel very blessed that it is still there. But then again, guys, make sure that you come to the channel. I will post that on my channel wall very, very soon. Also on her channel wall, there is a detailed post already, so everything is there with the link with everything. But also, Wanga Lady has got her birthday the Friday after that. So let's guys. We are going towards Christmas, so see it this way: the better you behave in those chats, the well-behaved, trained you are already for the Christmas celebrations coming in a couple of weeks. So you know what I'm saying. Make sure that you all come with good with good news. Look at that. Miss Tinnitus is in the house. Give me 1 second. Dami Lola! Jesus Christ. I don't know how she does that all the time without killing her throat. Jesus Christ. Hello, Damilola, my darling.
Hey, Dami.
Damilola! The neighbor's going to come and kill me.
But are you rehearsing or something? Are you rehearsing? I can see that.
So what can I do? At the end of the day, I get the tinnitus all the time. Thank God she's not on the microphone. No, otherwise I would be dead by now. I know that. But at the end of the day, hello, Damilola, my darling. I just this is what I always like to call the YouTube Tourette syndrome. You know what I mean? When you see certain things, then the Tourette comes in, and you have to, and then you have to screen the names as well. This is the influence of Damilola. She does it all the time. I have bleeding ears just saying hello to me when I'm on her channel, and at the end of the day, it is like the sopran screaming, the sopran name screaming Tourette. You know what I mean? It is like, Talata, I can do that with you as well. Oh, you don't have earphones. Good for you. Talata! You know what I'm saying? It is like...
It's the way you do your face. Oh, God.
For me, it is hard work. I mean, for Dummy, it is like, let's do the Ragus. Done. And she's like, okay, normal. I cannot do that. For me, it's like, I think I could, if I did that all the day, I would most likely get a Hollywood engagement, some Hollywood contract for some monster film or something like that, Me being the monster, of course. Damilola, very nice to see you here, my darling.
I can see comments here, guys. My other phone is on charge. So please, in case I'm not seeing your greetings, forgive me.
Don't worry. This is my channel, so I greet them. Don't worry about that. And next week, so this is good training for you. Next week, you're not going to do nothing like that because I'm going to do that on your behalf. Then they get me with a very deep, nice voice. Hello, everybody. It's like, hi, Damilola. Hello, my darling. How are you doing? Did you hit the super chat for Talata yet? This kind of things. We're gonna have fun. So what I can say, I don't want to reveal too much yet, but what I can say, we're gonna have a good time together. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be laughter. And again, I don't know what drugs she took, but Talata asked me to be the co-host. So Talata, I'm sorry if the guys with the straight jacket needs to come for you afterwards. Not my mistake. You know what I'm saying? Just no. We're gonna have a good day. We are in preparations on that already. So the stream has been set, the time has been scheduled. So please make sure that you kindly please turn up there, say hello, show your love, hit the dollar sign. And again, a good training camp, if you do that on my channel now, the dollar sign thing, you know what I'm saying? So, no, feel free if you want to, is good. If it's also okay. Don't worry about that. So, very happy to see many, many people here. I'm so happy about the raid. I mean, I think I've received raids before, but I think that was the biggest one. And obviously, Goga, you have missed Winston Chronicles on just like a couple of minutes. You would have seen him in the crown. You have to rewatch that part when he turned up. I was like almost fainting, to be honest. Insane. He bought a crown. Can you imagine that? He bought a crown on Amazon just to appear with a crown here today. Insane, right? Oh, by the way, do you want to say something about the dress code for next week? Is there anything that you have in mind?
Not really. Not really.
Okay. So all the guys who are fit from the gym, they can leave their shirt off. Everyone else, so people like me, they better wear like triple clothes or something, you know, so that Talata is not fainting before the party is over. So now we decided to make it casual. So guys, wear whatever you want, just come with good moods. And Talata obviously will have her 500,000 hairstylists and everything there on that very day, plus makeup, plus those who iron her clothes and everything while she's wearing it, you know. So artistic behavior all day long. And we're going to have a good time. That's the most important thing. And I think I've realized, actually, talking about this, Talata, now tell me something. I believe you had a monetization party for the first channel in the first place, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's about time you get one. Let me tell you one thing. Out of own experience that I can now say, after I had mine, enjoy it to the fullest. You know, read the you will not be able to take much attention on the chat. Let me tell you that from my own experience. You will not have the time unless to click the heart button real quick to answer all the super chats that will come. There will be millions of them coming. It will be I would have to wear sunglasses because the screen will be full of colors, you know. So but just enjoy it, you know, see what the people are writing in the chat. And you can all reread it later. And trust me, you're going to rewatch that monetization party at least 2, 3, 4 times within the next 24 hours after it. That's what I did. And because obviously, when I did my entrance, as you remember, with the Pope thing and everything, I had no idea what's going on in the chat. From the moment on that this video came up with Goga on the balcony and, you know, Habimus Papam and all that thing, I didn't see anything of the chat anymore because I was behind the scenes getting ready, putting my thing on. And I was then focused only on the screen, what Goga said, what the others said, what the wonderful prayers and all that stuff. Yeah, so we have some speakers. We're going to have some wonderful speakers, and there will be an open microphone next week, Saturday. So make sure. And Talata will be obviously the Queen of Ghana, and if not even of entire Africa every day. So, Talata, you know what you should do? Reach out to Winston, ask him to ship the crown to you so that you can wear it next week Saturday. There's still enough time to send it over. So no, I'm just kidding. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a good time to go through a couple of things and talk a bit about your life, talk a bit about those projects that are going on in the village and how is your channel going and all these things as you do. And have a wonderful time. We're gonna have music. To prepare a little track just to be played in between for the commercial presentations. Means if the host or the co-host have to go to a place where you don't want to see a camera, those kind of things. And we have good times ahead. And I have a good feeling after the conversations that I had with Talata in the backstage area, you know, we were tasting the backstage food already. So that, you know, there will be beans and rice, well, for the host, for the co-host. She obviously gets all this opulence, you know, this golden plates and all that things, you know, served by her personal staff and all that. I just get the beans and the rice, as you do. So working class, you know, working class, guys, working class. So that is when you know you are the ordinary ones. So, yeah, we're going to have a good time. That is the most important thing. That's what Talata told me as well. Come with
Yeah.
good news, come with good joy. Let's have a good laugh. Let's have a good jokes. When you come up to the open microphone at a certain point, you know, tell a little story how you met Talata and what was the most funniest thing. What were you laughing about the most, and what was the most maybe also emotional moment. As we know, there were quite some. It's YouTube after all. YouTube is like
Yeah.
Hollywood. YouTube is like Hollywood without the Oscars, right? So, Talata, are you prepared for next week?
Yeah. I mean, with your help, yeah,
Ah, no,
I'm
come on.
positive. I'm
I'm
positive.
just, I'm just holding the microphone. That's all I can do.
Really?
Yeah,
But
you're
I
the
don't
one with the
want to, I don't
halo.
want to even go there.
No, you remember,
You
you're the
think
one with
you're
the halo. I'm the one with the horns. Remember, that's why they call me the unholy. So, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a cool time. I'm very sure, and we're gonna have a very good have a good time. Faye Keela is in the building. Hello, my darling. Happy Vibes Friday. It's been a minute, right? How are you doing, my dear? Tomorrow's Friday.
okay.
So we have Fakila in the build. Fakila, I never know if I actually pronounce the name right. Fakila, Fakila, are you a killer? No, no, you're not. No, I'm just kidding. But so we have all these wonderful people here, and I'm very sure they're going to support you tomorrow as well. Sorry, not tomorrow. Sorry, next week Saturday. And yeah, so we're going to have some fun there. And what I have to say about this community, every time when I see all these wonderful people, not only in my stream, also in other people's stream, it is like a big like. It sometimes feels, and I mean it in the most positive way, that we are all handcuffed together in a big chain of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't see for a minute, but then on the other end, when we are all at the same place again, sooner or later we all see again somewhere. Matter of fact, yeah. So it's very nice to have that. And again, guys, next week Saturday, 4:30. It's oh Jesus Christ, 4:30 Ghana, 5:30 Nigeria, Uganda, 6:30 Germany, 7:30 Kenya. Sometimes late morning in the United States, Canada. So wherever you have time, come over, say hello, pop over, jump in, jump up, jump under, wherever you want to jump. That is what you have to discuss with Tanata in the backstage after the party. But nevertheless, um, it's going to be a good time. And we also will not forget, guys, this is a monetization party next week, right? You were very blessful to me, to be honest. And also be blessing Talata. She also deserves a couple of colors. She did not have a monetization party on her first channel, as we just learned. So I think we should really make her a grand party next week for our appearance. And yeah, as I said, the most insane thing Talata did in her entire life, she has decided to take me as a co-host. So there's no insurance. You know what I'm saying? There's no insurance for that. She couldn't afford it. She had to sell all her organs first to just have an insurance for the Ragus thing. I'm just saying, it's a matter of fact. So, what do you mean with no new accent? Goganaishi? Jesus Christ. What are you guys talking about? I only know Nyash, but I'm afraid I cannot say that you're on camera. So, bad thing to happen. Um, Talata, one last question. Do you have any special wish for next week, Saturday? Anything that you would like to have on your channel happening? Anything that you would like? Anyone special who you would like to see that you haven't seen in a while? Shall we get them out of jail or something that that they can appear to the channel or something? Any special wish?
Yeah, I mean, I wish that that day everyone will experience what we are saying. I mean, yeah, I would wish that after the monetization party, everybody would be like, "Oh, Talata, we had fun. That was nice." And I would wish to really see AC Mungai. I mean, I don't even know where she is now. Today, I was so happy when I saw her shot. So, I mean, I wish to see her. because it's been a long time. Yes.
Right. Everyone who knows Esi Munjai, guys, get ready, get the handcuffs, get the little nets, whatever, to, the electrifier to catch her, to bring her in here. And and then we're going to handcuff her until the party is over, so that there's no excuse for her to leave. I'm going to, we're going to reach out to a lot of you guys anyway, to also in personal notes, to invite you to the party of Talata next week, Saturday. So again, please, spread the word. It's already written on the link to the party itself is already up in the chat here. Please make sure that you're gonna spread the word. Talata already wrote something on her wall as well of the channel of vibe with Talata. So there's also the channel post. Please spread the word. Be so nice, like you did it with me and many others before. Let's show the love to the others and do that. Dustin is in the building. Where's Dustin?
Dustin is here.
Dustin is in the building. Yo, my bro. Happy Vice Friday, my man. Look at that. Dustin is in the building.
Comment.
Yep. Now, well, I can see it now. So, hey, Dustin, my man. Happy Vice Friday to you. Thank you for coming. And again, we are advertising Talata's monetization party next week on Saturday. So it will be breakfast time for you, my man. It will be lunchtime, let's say, lunchtime. So you can have lunchtime with a very bunch of wonderful people of the community celebrating Talata's monetization next week. And we're going to have a good time, hopefully a long good time. So let's see. So my monetization party was 7 hours, 49 and a half minutes. Let's see how long your energy bundle lasts so that we can make it even a little longer. So, Talata, any last words?
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having the time to listen to us. I will really wish to see you guys there that day. It will mean a lot, What is a party without people, without support, without, chit chat, without happiness, So yeah, we'll really wish to see you guys there that day so that we'll have our normal, it's just a normal thing that has been happening. Just that it's the first time for me. So guys, please let's make it a reality and make it a happy one, of course. Yes.
Yeah,
and thank you.
obviously. Yeah. And it is something special to happen. You're going to have the feeling once you have the entrance, once you sit down, once you chill out. Well, you're not going to really chill out because there's a lot of things you have to listen to, and you're going to read the chat with one eye. You're going to watch the people talking to you with the other. So you're going to be multitasking, watching, and all that stuff. But you're going to enjoy it, and you will see. That's at least the feeling that I had. So Goga and I were on StreamYard together like more than 9 hours all together because we also did debrief talk on StreamYard after the live was over, right? So the live is gone. Bye-bye. Happy new day. And then we had like a 15, 20, 30-minute debrief talk. And then we realized, Jesus, we are just here like 9 hours consecutive, Wow. And I did not realize how fast the time flew by. It was insane. Favor the nurse, midwife is in the building. Hello, my darling. Happy Vice Friday. DIY specialist is back. Good to see you. Jerry Mohia is back in the building. Hello. What did you all guys do? Did you all by sneak out here? Nechovi is back. Guys, did you just sneak out my channel, went to Talata's house, and clean up everything for next week already or something like that? And if you did, I hope you got paid because I get paid a fortune from Talata, by the way. Now I can reveal it, Sometimes I do the nasty things. So yeah, I get a fortune paid by Talata. And she already paid me already by saying thank you. You see, that is how rich I got on this occasion. I meant that as a compliment, by the way. I tell you something, what I've learned on YouTube, if I may add this to the conversation, to the commercial of next week's event. Everyone always says, or most of the guys always says, if there's a super chat or something, I don't take that for granted, which is true. But also, I don't take friendship for granted anymore, due to many reasons in life, not only because of YouTube, but when I consider yoga on a Saturday, he could have gone to any club, partying, doing his yoga thing. No, he sat with me 9 hours doing my monetization party for free. He didn't charge me nothing. Talata and you all have been to my channel to support me to get monetized. You didn't ask me nothing in return. So obviously, for me, the only payment that I always request if I do something for someone, like in this case, the co-hosting or whatever thing to come up there, a thank you is the best payment that you can probably get in the most honest way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So Talata, don't say thank you anymore because you already paid. You already paid for 3 shows in advance. So, so don't worry about that. We're all cool, and I think it is really cool to have that. I really feel honored to be the co-host for the first time. Let's see how that goes. I hope I don't get fired in the middle of the show or something. So, Ragus, get out!
Oh my
that would be like, oh no, please don't. You know,
Please let me complete my job, at least this one.
no. You can complain afterwards, but please don't manslaughter me in public. Do me the favor, So, no, by the way, we're gonna stream horizontal that day, or how do you call it? This big thing, 1916:9, the big screen, so that you can see Talata's golden dress and the, titanium crown and all that stuff. So we're gonna have a good time. That's the most important thing. So it's got to be good. It's got to be good. So Talata, any last words from your side before I kick you out the building?
Yeah, please, guys, make it a date with that. Just make it a date with us and come support. And please, I cannot see comments, so in case I don't say hi to you, I'm not seeing comments. So please, you're all welcome, and please make it a date with us. If you have not turned on the notification bell, please go to my 2 channel. The post is there. You tap on the notification bell so that day, in case you forget, you'll be notified. Please, you're invited.
Absolutely.
Come
And
support.
you can also just go on top of the chat here, because the link to the party is already pinned up there. So please feel free to hit the notification bell there as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're there anyway. You can also subscribe there right away. Make sure that you have a chance to test the $ if it works on my channel tonight and then next week on Talata's channel. Feel free to do so. And otherwise, remember, it's a monetization party next week. So bring a couple dollars, bring some couple of colors, It's always good if you can also wear sunglasses in the dark because the screen is so colorful. Talata, thank you so much for coming. And I hope that, I think the message is clear. We're going to do a lot of postings of that. Please keep an eye on that as well. Oh, Lifestyle is in the building. Hello, my darling. Happy Vice Friday to you, my dear. Look at that. Now they're all coming because Talata is here, obviously. Look at that. See?
Oh, no.
You see, they're not here for the minority, obviously, No, I'm just kidding. So, thank you so much for coming, and good night, my darling. Sleep good. Have a good dream. Don't snore, remember? Earthquakes, I don't want you. So, have a good sleep, and was nice seeing you again after a minute. And I got to visit your channel again soon. I was as well soon. Jesus, my English. Talata, I'm going to kick you off here because I'm going to close the thing here very soon. Also have to do a couple of announcements. Thank you for coming, and we're going to advertise the whole thing until the whole YouTube society knows, even the minorities, even those ordinary people who never go to parties, so that everyone is aware. Thank you so much for coming. I'm wishing you a good night, and blessings over to you, to Ghana. And guys, next week, Saturday, 4:30 GMT, I got to post all the times again.
Thank you, guys.
See you later.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye. Right. So thank you, Talata, for coming. And also, just before I close here today, I just want to give some quick updates on what's coming on my Unholy channel the next couple of days. So today's Thursday. and I had a lot of complaints, not complaints, but I have a lot of asks. Hey, Ragus, when are you going to do a live again? So I'm doing a live now, as you see. But also, my apologies, but also, thanks for always. Thank you so much. Yeah, the goal is expired. I don't care. I mean, Goga, thank you so much indeed. I appreciate that. You know that. And thank you so much. I really appreciate Mr. President himself. I should cut that off the screen and hang that on the wall or something like that. Thank you so much, Goga. I'm really appreciating that. And guys, for those who haven't done so, this is how it works with the dollar sign. Now you have a perfect example how it works. So just quick updates. So I was asked about the live session again with music. Technically, I did one roughly 2 weeks ago when I was in production mode. But I was asked specifically for a DJ session. All right. This will happen tomorrow night at 11 p.m., which is in like a little less than 25 hours from now. So I got to do roughly an hour and a half, 2-hour house live session with house music, so that you guys can all dance into the weekend. It will be midnight Kenya, 10 p.m. Nigeria, 9 p.m. Ghana, 10 p.m. Uganda, and like after late afternoon in the US and Canada, Eastern Standard. Just that you guys know, for those who want to party into the weekend, it's going to be that time. And yeah, so there's going to be a good time to start to the weekend, have some fun. As you know, if I DJ, then I don't talk much, or actually I don't talk on the microphone at all. And I hardly ever chat because I really want to focus on the music to bring you some good vibrations, to bring you some good vibes to some party moods, some tiny club atmosphere, if you will, and giving you a good time to get into the weekend. That's my biggest aim to do so. And yeah, so therefore, just that you guys know, that will be tomorrow night. I'm also working on a little inside or behind the scenes video, which I will most likely have in a premiere on Sunday. So this time I'm going to do it as a premiere, guys, not as a members first. Just that you guys know, I didn't have a premiere in a long time. So I got to premiere that video sometime Sunday in the afternoon, that you guys know. Will be like 15, 20 minutes or so. I give you some insights on what actually happens after I uploaded a track, how it works with the distribution. You saw some insights about behind the scenes from my Spotify channel already today. So gave you a little insight there. But also I will give you a little insight and behind the scenes how it actually works with the distribution of music once you have created everything, once it is mastered, once you have the artworks done and everything, and then you will have a little insight on that. I'll do a little video on that, like 15 minutes or something, so that you don't fall asleep after Sunday lunch. You know what I'm saying? So we have that, and that you can then also have a little insight on what's going on in the Ragus world if he's not doing a live performance on YouTube, right? So you're going to have a good insight on that as well. And then you literally see everything. I want to make this as transparent as possible because obviously I'm not famous at all, and most likely I will never get famous. But nice to see this on all the platforms, and then we have a little insight also on what work it is actually to get all these things done. Because as you know, I'm doing this all alone, and I don't have a huge major record company behind me or something, which is cool for me because I like to be independent. And also, yeah, that's what I want to do. Also, I want to do a quick reminder on every one of you, and I'm going to share my screen for that real quick again. There is this gentleman who I have mentioned a couple of times today. His name is DJ Spen. I'm going to share the screen real quick one more time so that you guys can see what's going on there behind the scene. Let me just do that real quick. Share the screen. Mr. Gospel House, Mr. DJ Spen of Quantize Records. There we go. So that's him. I've spoken about him like many times already, also on Goga's channel, on my channel. So here he is, the legend himself, the godfather of Gospel House, if you will. And let me just make this full screen real quick. So this is Mr. DJ Spen from the United States of Quantize Records. As you see up here, there's Quantize, one of the most influential house music labels in the world. He is one of the bosses from there, kind of. Brilliant DJ, brilliant producer, very humble guy, very modest guy. And also, I'm going to post that later on my wall post to also support a major artist, which he is. And it would be my dream to one day, maybe before I die, stand in that studio with him and have a little session with him. For that, I would even walk over the pond. Just saying, if you ever want to help me to help me to get advertised to that person, DJ Span on Instagram, write him a message. Hey, this Ragus guy, what I'm saying. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much all for coming. I do not take that for granted at all, I have to say. And I really appreciate each and every one of you staying here for such a time. It's been a long time since I've been online for such a long time. I'm not talking about monetization part. I mean, I'm talking me just being here on camera somehow. And I really appreciate each and every one of you, but guys being here. What I'm going to do, of course, obviously, is to see who we're going to raid to today. And if any one of you has a good idea of that, let me know. So we obviously then are very open for suggestions. So please let me know if you know anyone who is online who maybe is not monetized, who we can actually bless with our appearance. And this time, what I forgot last time, I will not forget it. This time we're gonna definitely do a nice appearance again. We're gonna do it a nice appearance. Let me see. Let's do it this way. Yes, this is good. This is good. People will not understand. So, unless they've heard that phrasing already. So, anyone a good idea who we can actually rate to, or shall I just have a look on who we're going to take? Just making sure that I don't miss out on anyone. So let me see. Customization. Redirect. Let's see. Oh, there's quite some people online. Yeah, I know who we're going to go to. I haven't done that. We haven't been there for a long time. So, yeah, she's monetized, but still, we're gonna go. Let me just see if she's really live or if it is just. If she is just there we go. Let me have a look. Is she live or is she live? That's the question. Yeah, she is live. So she has 8 people watching now. We're talking about my good friend from Nigeria, Bozede Joseph. We're gonna go there tonight. We haven't I think, did I ever give her a rate? I don't think so. So tonight, we are going to see Bozede Joseph, and we're going to bless her with our appearance. And I would really appreciate if you could show her the same love that you showed me before when you guys all came. So here's the little code for the rate to Bozede. So we're going to travel. So you guys came from Kenya and around the world to Germany. So now we're gonna travel all the way to Nigeria. Isn't this great? We are always, as Goga is still here, we can all do the wonderful ride with this golden airplane that he got, as you know. And and I really would like to say thank you everyone for coming. Really appreciating it big time. Would like to use this opportunity also for those who I don't see tomorrow night. Wishing you all a great start into the weekend, right? Have a good time. Thank you so much for coming. Stay healthy. Most important thing. Stay cool. Stay friendly to each other. As we have learned from Winston tonight, Respect and friendliness is the most important thing to have. And I think that we all deserve to be friendly to each other and to receive friendliness as well. With that, I would like to thank you for your attention for 3.5 hours nearly. We are going to fly to Nigeria. Say hello to Boside. And also, please, this is going to be the code for the ultimate rate, as you see here in the chat. So please flood it. Flood the chat there. She'll be super happy seeing us. Wishing you all a good night. This was the World of Ragus from you, live from Munich, and we see you soon. Good night.